Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the AJS TV channel. Aston Villa at home to Wolverhampton Wanderers, local derby. We don't get many of these anymore with Birmingham City being in the Championship. You know, West Brom, kind of a derby. I don't know if I'd consider Wolves more of a derby than West Brom. I'd say about the same. But I hope you're all doing well and welcome to the live stream. Both teams looking a little bit shaky at best going into this game. I don't really know of another Premier League team I'd rather Villa to play right now to try and get form back, because teams in the bottom three will fight more than teams mid-table. I'm not late. He said about time. We are officially... I went live a little bit earlier than usual. But hello, Total Drama Luke. Hello to Elo. What are you up to? Or how are you doing even? I couldn't think of anything to say to that. You're going 2-0 to Villa. Very early with the prediction. Okay. First bit of news to address, of course. Jack Grealish is still out injured. I really thought he would be played today. A lot of people on Twitter were saying he was going to be rested for the Wolves game, which I fully understand. Because, you know, Sheffield United should have been a comfortable win. And we really shouldn't need a player coming back from injury to perform in that. But no, he's not started today, which it really threw me off. And neither has Anwar El Ghazi, completely not in the team or on the bench at all. Very odd. I thought El Ghazi played quite well. I haven't heard of anything like an injury. I don't know, maybe you guys have seen something I haven't, but I don't know. Nothing has been said. So we have... I'll go for the Villa lineup. In goal, Martinez with Al Mohammadi annoyingly still playing with Cash injured. Konza, Mings and Target, so the same back four. Sanson is starting. I should have said that before. Sanson is officially starting today. Finally, for the first time since we bought him, he's actually starting. So we've got Louise and McGinn make up the holding midfielders. Sanson as a number 10. On the left, Trezeguet. Striker Watkins on the right. Bertrand Traore. Bruh, he acts like Villa will get UEFA Champions League 2-1 Wolves. Trezeguet back in, Louise and Sanson finally gets his first start. Why Grealish is reacting and playing at the same time. We have 223s on the bench. Oh yeah, we do. Okay, so going on to the substitute bench, it's a very English sub bench of Barkley Davis, Hayden Heaton, Philogene Bidaz. Philogene Bidace? I have butchered that name completely. And Ramsey. So, yeah, that's two under 23, or maybe even under 20 Villa players in that. With Bjorn Engels, Marvelous Nakamba dropped, and Neil Taylor. A bit harsh on Nakamba, I feel. I don't think he did much, really. I don't think he did much wrong against Sheffield United. And he started against Leeds as well. I don't know, maybe I'd rather Sanson play, but I weren't too sure about McGinn still playing. I don't really know what McGinn does to warrant his place when Nakamba was dropped again. Nakamba's come in and done brilliantly so far, so I don't know, I'm not sure about that. Going into the Wolverhampton Wanderers team, I don't know about Trezeguet, but he has to play because... Yeah, I think with El Ghazi being out, I think he has to play. I'm going to try and see more about the information of that, because I've literally heard nothing. I have no idea why El Ghazi's not playing. Like I said, I thought he's been doing okay. He in the first half, especially against Sheffield United, I thought he did a lot down the left-hand side. Maybe less so in the second half. So Wolverhampton Wanderers will be having a 5-2-3 formation. I think the only team in the Premier League to play that. With a back five, including the goalkeeper Patricio, with Semedo, Dendonka, Cody, Sais and Johnny. With Neves and Moutinho making up the holding midfielders. With Adama right wing, Neto and Willian Jose up front. Adama still yet to contribute with a goal or an assist. Obviously they've got a lot of injuries with like Pedence, but yeah, that's a big thing. I think Jimenez isn't even playing. I was gonna say, you need Willian Jose to do well against us apparently. Neto is a threat. Don't get me wrong, this team does have some quality in there. I don't think they're too fantastic. In before they beat us like 3-0, but I don't overly rate this Wolves team at all. Neves isn't as good as what he was last season. Moutinho is a bit old and slow. He got sent off against Villa as well in the reverse. Neto is their threat. Willian Jose, their recent signing, could do well. Traore, I'm not scared of at all. He's really, really gone back to how he was at Villa, really. Just loads of pace and no end product. I thought he finally, developed himself at Middlesbrough and Wolves, but I don't know, this season's not showing it. 25, 26 games, and he's not gotten a goal or an assist. As a right winger, it's pretty poor, I will say. I don't know anything about Al Ghazi. I'm guessing it's injury. I think it's an injury. I'm going to look on Twitter very quickly to see what is going on, because I've heard nothing. I don't think Dean Smith even mentioned it. I find it very odd that he's just not in the team at all. So I'm going to have a look at Anwar Al Ghazi and see what's going on. Because I'm absolutely, completely in the dark. Al Ghazi, so AVFC chats on Twitter said Al Ghazi appears to be injured, so Trezeguet makes his first start since November. Dean Smith apparently 10 minutes ago confirmed Al Ghazi is out with an infected toe that he picked up against Sheffield United. An infected toe, officially. Okay. Sure. Chelsea are second on the most points in the Premier League since it started. Wait, Chelsea are... since the Premier League started. I see. We're quite up there. We are quite up there. It's because of your recent history, and the Premier League era was 1992, 93. And like you got loads of your investment in the year 2000. So it doesn't surprise me, to be quite fair. If you look at your first division points before the Premier League, before you got loads of money, you'll see you're much further down the list. You were like basically in Everton, before your money come flooding in. I just realised with the chat, I have to move this back so you guys can see the chat better. So the chat is in white for me. I actually don't know there's a way I can change that, so I'm just gonna move this here. It keeps twisting itself, which is annoying. Oh, hopefully it stays like that. What is your... my prediction, I was going to get to that. I keep being really optimistic, and it's going against me recently. But once again, I'm going to do it and curse the team. I think we'll win 1-0 today. Ever since the dreaded Burnley game where we lost and didn't deserve to, we went on to only score one or less goals in every game since, which is clearly not good enough. So I think we are going to win 1-0. I don't think Wolves will cause us too many issues. You watch Adama, after all this slander towards Adama Traore, you watch him score against me, against Villa now. And I'll be laughed at by everyone. We will beat Wolves and lose to Newcastle. That's Aston Villa. Now, Aston Villa is beating Manchester City, right? And beating all the top clubs and then losing to Sheffield United. That is the most Villa way. You'll have to wait and see. I may potentially have a Wolverhampton Wanderers guest on, but he said it's a 50-50, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, the players are just about to come on. We're 2 minutes away from kickoff. The Villa players have already entered the pitch, and it's now the Wolves players' turn to because of the COVID restrictions. Arsenal third. Arsenal are a big club at the end of the day, right? Don't get it twisted. I know, like, they're having a bit of a banter era right now. But yeah. Bet Traore will score because he's done sod all this. I think it's a bit harsh on Adama Traore. I feel like there's, he has glimpses in games of real quality, but then like 60% of the time he does nothing. But like every now and then you get this like magician Traore come out and skill everyone and score. I just seen Villa are 9th in the most wins. Yeah, the most played Premier League game of all time, and you can double check this, is Aston Villa versus Everton. Not a Premier, of First Division, of all the top flight First Division games, Villa Everton is the most played, because Everton have had the most seasons in the top flight, and Villa up until 2016 hadn't been relegated from the top flight since the 80s. So yeah, those two games, like Villa versus Everton at Villa Park and Goodison Park. I think we've played like 700, 800 games between the two of us. So yeah, I find that really funny. Even, that's even less than like Everton versus Liverpool, which you'd imagine that'd be played more. Be a very traditional top flight football of Villa. Not confident about Elmo. I really didn't want Elmo playing. I mentioned against Sheffield United, I wanted him subbed off for Neil Taylor. I know Taylor is a left back, but I just do not feel confident about Elmo. He needs to wake up in like situations. He's not just slow physically. I feel like he's slow mentally. In part, it's so weird. Yeah, because of our lack of depth. I've mentioned it so many times this season. We just have zero depth at all throughout the whole team. And this is what happens when you don't fully invest in a lot of players. We just stick to like the whole Leicester tradition when they won the league in 2016 of just play your 11 players, and it just doesn't work that way. Sometimes you get injuries. Matty Cash, I think, is our joint best defender at Villa, or at least second. I think maybe Konza might be better than Cash, but yeah, we shall see. We are literally about to kick off. Wolves to kick off from our right to left towards the whole 10 as they've done so. I'm interested to see what type of play style they have. So many teams come to Villa and literally play defensive. You didn't see that much last season because of how poor we were. Adama Traore already on the ball for Wolves. Good switch of the play actually across to Ruben Neves. Here he's on the ball now. They're going down the right hand side. So they've got a right wing back and a right winger. So they've got quite a few players that will push forward. To be fair, modern day football uses fullbacks anyway, like a right wing back. But it will definitely show their intent with a 3-man defence. That they will, then they're not scared to go forward. Here's Johnny. Finds Moutinho. You can spray passes as well. Him and Neves, I think, they could get through our team today. Neves again. He's got Moutinho with him. Good tackling that. That's from Ollie Watkins. Good bit of pressure, and Trezeguet coming across. Sanson also there to press from this throw-in. Wolves will have it with Semedo. Villa, I don't think we've touched the ball so far, other than literally giving away throw-ins. Semedo to take for Wolves. He did concede the penalty against Villa. Oh, very poor miscontrol of the ball. Semedo tried to throw it out. I think towards Willie and Jose, and it was a heavy touch from him, which will be an Aston Villa throw-in. The first time we've had the ball, and it's from a Wolves mistake. Target goes back towards Tyra Mings. Villa very deep right now. Good press in. Good turn from Mings away from the press of Neto. He goes long down the channel towards Ollie Watkins, and it will sail out for a throw-in to Wolves again deep inside their own half. Can't see Villa winning, seeming like a very ordinary relegation side without Grealish and Cash. Hopefully I'll be wrong. I agree with that. I really do. I think we miss Cash just as much as Grealish. I don't know if any of you lot agree with that, but Al Mohammadi, I don't think we realise how quite bad Al Mohammadi is. Oh, overlay. Yes, I have forgot every time. The overlay is switched over. Thank you. Watkins on the ball on the left wing. Pulls it back to Target. Target's cross is slightly overhit, and John McGinn has to try and... Oh, he's won the ball back. He shouldn't have. That's very poor defending there from Johnny. Cross comes in towards Watkins. Another powerful header away. Douglas Luiz tries to battle, doesn't win the ball. John McGinn with a great interception. Watkins back to McGinn. Good intercepting from Villa. 2 occasions now. Sanson goes back to the halfway line, and we go back to Konza to recycle the ball more. 2 incidences are there defensively of Wolves. Johnny just completely getting outplayed by McGinn physically. And I wouldn't exactly call McGinn a very physical player, but completely pushes him aside. As a defender, you can't allow that to happen realistically. Almo's championship player, not Prem. He's championship standard at best. I'm thinking like League One, maybe. Watkins shot off the crossbar from distance, man. I'm literally caught completely Unawares, talking to my chat, Ollie Watkins has a speculative effort from 35 yards and crashes the top of the crossbar. Villa still keep the ball with Sanson and Target now. He was miles out. Target's cross is very overhit, and that will be a goal kick. Well, I've not seen Ollie Watkins shoot from distance before, or at least not many times. He's about 35 yards. He's finessed it towards the far right corner, and it's hit the underside of the crossbar. That would have been an absolutely stunning solo goal from Ollie Watkins. Very nearly 1-0 to Aston Villa. How many times has Watkins hit the woodwork? Oh dear. That's very unlucky for Watkins. Good effort. I was not expecting it. Watkins, like I said before, I've seen every Villa game this season. Watkins has not... he's not scored from outside the box. And I don't think he's taken many shots. So I thought I was safe to talk to my chat just a little bit. I got completely caught out by an absolute beauty from Ollie Watkins. Douglas Luiz, lovely pick out towards Trezeguet. Takes it down off his chest against Semedo. Twists and turns. Goes back towards Sanson, who leaves it for Douglas Luiz. Luiz now... Oh, that's a poor pass. That is a very poor pass. Neto intercepted it. And here come Wolves on the counter-attack. Neto's pretty much on his own, though. He's only got Jose with him. He might find him. Pulls it back. And Al Mohammadi will kind of miscue that. He'll keep the ball in play. It looked like it was going to head towards a corner. Al Mohammadi still keeps possession. He's tackled by Traore. It will be a throw into Aston Villa. I'm not convinced with Almo defensively. I think he's took a swing here and he's completely mishit it. I don't think that's exactly what he wanted to do here. What is he trying to do? I don't quite understand. He's like tried to control it off his side foot, and it kind of cannoned off it towards the corner. I thought he was either trying to concede the corner, or he's just tried to take the ball down. He's overhit it. Either way, we just about got away with it. 5 minutes in, still goalless. Villa, despite, we've had a little bit of the ball, but that Ollie Watkins chance, if that goes in, that's probably our goal of the season so far. It's an absolute wonderful hit. It would have been very nice, and the fact hit the underside of the crossbar as well. That is literally not that far away from bouncing in. Another throw into Wolves, this time just inside Aston Villa's half, which Johnny will take. Wolves will try and put more plays attacking towards the Villa end now, with Neto coming forward. Adama Traore there in support for the throw-in. Tries to look for Willian Jose. He doesn't win the ball. Wolves keep it with Dendoncker out wide to Semedo. Great interception from Trezeguet. Very, very hard working. McGinn finds Trezeguet. Villa to counter-attack here. Trezeguet finds McGinn. His touch is so poor and just gives the ball back for Wolves. I just don't rate McGinn going forward, I really don't. Another good tackle from Luiz, though. The ball's a bit heavy for Moutinho. It's a bit of ping-pong right now, with Villa and Wolves giving the ball away every few seconds. McGinn with another interception. The ball comes off Trezeguet. He gives it away. Adama clips it forward towards Jose. Good tackle from Konza under pressure. Sanson, goes back towards Al Mohammadi. And Villa surely should keep the ball for more than 3 seconds. Oh dear. Another tackle. Wolves have the ball again with Jose. Edge of the box. Jose's shot. Challenge from Konza. He gets it back, Jose. Goes back to the right hand side with Semedo coming forward from wing back. Semedo pulls it back. Here's now Johnny. Back heel towards... Hang on, I've got my screen come off here. They're going down the left hand side with Adama Traore. He's going to look for a cross, I think. He's right footed. Pulls it back to Moutinho. Moutinho goes across the right hand side again. So Wolves being very patient here, trying to get the ball into the box. Here's Neto. Neto has Neves with him. We know how much of a threat he can be. Neves back to Semedo. They're trying to do little triangle passes, and we've forced them all the way back. And we'll reach out for a little bit. I don't think they're going to threaten too much because they're going all the way back to Dendoncker and Connor Cody. Is it me or does Traore have a baby? Or a bit like a... Yeah, wait, are you on about Adama Traore or Bertrand Traore? Because Adama, definitely. Here's Adama Traore against Al Mohammadi. Good tackle from Almo, under pressure. It's actually not bad. Luiz, Sanson. Good strength from Sanson, wins a free kick. Just what I want to see. And we'll take it quickly. Douglas Luiz finds Tyrone Mings, Villa. Surely we'll take it down the left. Here we go. Here's Trezeguet. Target ahead of him now. Trezeguet cuts more towards the centre. A very mis-hit through ball towards Matt Target, and he apologises for it. That was a very, very wild hit from Trezeguet. Nowhere near. Like, I couldn't even guess if he was aiming for Target or Trezeguet. Not Target. Yeah, Target and Watkins. It was very poor from Trezeguet. Goal kick to Wolves. I'm not impressed. Target's passing has been very poor last few games. I think it has been. I think he's got like a good standard now. So when he kind of comes off that standard, we judge him for it. McGinn with a great interception. Chance for Villa. It's Ollie Watkins on his right boot. No, he's gone for a pass. He went for a pass. Are you being serious? Ollie Watkins on his favourite right boot, cut inside brilliantly against Dendoncker. I think he stumbled. And he's gone to lay up Traore. What a wasted opportunity. That all came from John McGinn with a sliding intervention, which obviously Wolves with a three-man defence pretty much with two wing backs coming forward. We caught them out massively there, but then it's just poor decision making again. This time from Ollie Watkins. He did so well to get it onto his right boot. It's so silly from him, really, because I don't think Traore was ever going to get there, no matter what he did realistically. I think he should look for the far corner. Maybe be a little bit more selfish, Ollie. I think we score there. Very poor from Wolves. They've given the ball away quite a few times. I genuinely think it's because it's a two-man midfield of Moutinho and Neves. And it's a lot to do, I think, for those two. Very good players, but, it's 3 Villa defenders against them, and Neto's actually dispossessed Target here. Neto cross towards Jose. Very poor. Villa win it back. He was on his right boot. Yeah, he had no excuse, really, to not shoot that. He got it onto his... he got on the left side. I thought he was going to shoot with his left boot. I'm watching the chance again. So it was literally a 2-on-2. And Ollie Watkins... No, man. He was never going to get to that, was he? He was never going to get to that. No matter what he did, Ollie. Traore was never going to get there. Traore, if anything, if he wanted to give him support, drop away from the defenders. Because, there's 3 centre-backs there. He should have shot. He should have. And we would have scored, I think. I trust Ollie Watkins finishing. I do think that would have been 1-0 to Villa. Wasted opportunities. If we lose this game, we look back on Watkins hitting the crossbar and then going for a pass. How you doing, John Blackman? That's good. Louise from the free kick. Again, it's so poor. It's a misplaced free kick from Louise. It's harmlessly gone out for a goal kick. That was so bad. That looked like a drop ball. But genuinely, you couldn't convince me otherwise. Very poor. We're seeing a few of the repeating... inconsistencies against Sheffield United. Very poor passing, just a little bit sloppy. I do think if Wolves actually took the lead, I'll even extend it to no matter what team scores first, they win. Yeah, Wolves have not been good enough in their games, and they do not show any sign of really battling. And Villa certainly don't. Good, thank you. How are you? I'm okay, and I think Villa are doing okay as well. My mood often depends on how Villa play, in truth. 2-0 Dortmund against Bayern. That's a good result for Dortmund. I know they've been struggling. I think they're 4th or 5th in the Bundesliga. Luiz has been poor in the last few games. That's why I'm surprised to see him start alongside McGinn when we got Nakamba getting dropped. I don't really find that fair. I think Nakamba has actually played really well for Aston Villa. And whenever he's been called upon, I really rate his defensive work. He's got loads of stamina. I think he could run for 4 hours and still keep up with the flow of the game. Here's Konza for Villa. We've got a lot of players forward, to be quite fair, including Al Mohammadi. Here's Watkins. Back to goal. Had to come deep to receive the ball there. Louise out wide to Target. Good pick out from Douglas Luiz. Target early ball to Trezeguet on the left wing. Trezeguet is tackled from Dendoncker. It will be an Aston Villa corner. What? A goal kick has been given. So Trezeguet thinks he's got a touch there from Dendoncker, right? And then shields the ball out, what he presumes to be a corner. Oh, no, it is. It should be a goal kick. That's poor Trez. He should know. So Trezeguet, Trezeguet is very desperately trying to get a corner for Villa. And he's actually let the ball go out for a goal kick, really. He's convinced that Dendoncker got the final touch, but it was Trezeguet. It was a very correct decision from the linesman. And it'll be a goal kick, which Patricio takes. It's an easy one for Luiz to win, though. Wolves do win the second ball, unfortunately. Here's Jose. Ooh, risky pass. And Trezeguet's fouled for Aston Villa. Free kick. Now that, again, very poor from Wolves, considering, one, they didn't climb or challenge anything for the initial goal kick from Patricio. It's very easy for Luiz. They got fortunate because they won it back. And I think it was Willian Jose with a very, very sloppy pass back to Semedo. And he had to foul Trezeguet. Otherwise, it would have been a counter-attack for Villa. Free kick, which Matt Targett looks like he's going to take. Nearly 15 minutes into the game, still goalless out of Villa Park. Targett goes short down the line to Traore. Traore, left-footed cross. Tyrone Mings doesn't get a touch. Konza hits the crossbar again. Villa hit the bar twice in 14 minutes. And Ezri Konza, about 4 yards out, has absolutely smashed it onto the pretty much the same part of the crossbar Watkins hit. What an opportunity. Lovely cross from Bertrand Traore towards Tyrone Mings. He doesn't get a clear touch. But if anything, it helps it go along to Ezri Konza. And he should score. Again, he should score, man. He's 4 yards out. On the stretch, Ezri Konza, I mean, he's a centre-back at the end of the day. And he's just smashed it against the crossbar. Why have we been so... Oh, my days. This club will be the death of me. It really will be the death of me, man. Wolves are literally hanging on here. Traore, back to Al-Mohammadi. He looks to a John McGinn, but he's never going to get there. We may get a throw-in from it, though. No, they keep it in play, Wolves, to be fair. Johnny didn't want to concede the throw-in to put more pressure. Neves goes back to Cody. Cody now towards Dendoncker for Wolves. They're going to look down the right. He cuts back inside to stop the press from Ollie Watkins. Villa very, very high pressing against Wolves. Really putting them under pressure. Semedo. Neves has to go long and give the ball away. Very good from Villa. Very good. I like that. I like that. Causing them issues. Stopping them from playing any sort of football. They've had to resort to going long ball. And it just did not work. As you know, if you're a Wolves fan, I don't think you're going to be too pleased with what we're seeing here. I think it's been very easy for Villa so far. Traore goes back to Konza. The only thing I'm disappointed at, from a Villa perspective, just haven't scored. We can have all these chances. We can keep having them over and over again. But if we don't score, and they get a counter-attack goal with Jose or Adama, we got nothing to show for it. Absolutely nothing to show for it. Watkins smashes the crossbar from about 35 yards, and now Konza 4 or 5 yards out hits the crossbar as well. Watkins with the other opportunity as well, where he should have shot, but he went for a pass instead. If we keep this up, we will score if we take them. Yeah, another interception from John McGinn. Villa on the counter-attack. Ollie Watkins shoots again, deflected, and it's an easy catch for Rui Patricio. He goes for the same speculative shot from pretty much the same position as well. This time it was closed down. Wolves will, I think, counter-attack here. Oh, they're trying to slow the ball down here. I would have really thought they've gone at us. I think they're again trying their possession-based style going through Villa with Neves. Going down the right now with Dendoncker coming forward. He switches the play down the left. Al-Mohammadi, good cushion header to Traore. Very well intercepted from Almo. Konza, he goes forward towards Ollie Watkins. Easy for Cody to take down realistically. Connor Cody finds Neves again. Good bit of football this from both teams. Do fair. Oh, nearly an interception from Trezeguet. He's got it this time though. Oh no! The interception actually helped it go to Willian Jose. This club is so unlucky. So Trezeguet, he kind of won the ball. I think he did, but he didn't get enough of the ball initially on his first slide tackle. Then they tried to play it to the exact same player. Trezeguet this time intercepted it, but it ended up being a through ball for Willian Jose. Semedo has to go all the way back to Connor Cody, the furthest defender back for Wolves. Towards Dendoncker now, Moutinho. Here we go again, just like the Sheffield United game. Shoot all game. We'll go wide, hit the post, get saved. We won't score. Wolves will just wait until we're done attacking. Then second half attackers rant time. You can't be, other than the fact that we just haven't finished, you can't be upset with how we play. We've battered these. We have absolutely battered. We've played better now than what we did against Sheffield United, 100%. We're creating chances. I think we've already had more clear-cut opportunities. We had more 14, 15 minutes into this game than what we did for the whole 90 minutes against Sheffield United. And we had 80% of the ball in the second half. So I'm not complaining. They're very fortunate that they're not a goal down. Konza should have scored. Watkins should have scored. In fact, realistically, if I don't want to say he should have scored from long range because that is a great shot, but he should have scored the other one where instead he went for a pass. Much better. At least we can string 2 passes together this time. Exactly. A long ball towards Adama Traore. So Wolves keep trying this long pass down the channels. It's not working at all. Target this time goes long towards Trezeguet. See, that works because we win the ball. Here's John McGinn for Villa. To Sanson, who we've not really seen much of in truth. Trezeguet. Back to Sanson. He's got McGinn forward with him. Goes back to Douglas Luiz. Villa have so many players forward. Luiz, lovely pick out to Target. Target has a chance to cross from the left, pulls it back. John McGinn in the box. He pulls it back to Sanson. Sanson, cross comes in towards Trezeguet. Doesn't win a clear header. Al Mohammadi tries to recycle the ball with a header and doesn't go anywhere. Here's Adama Traore. I don't think that was the right idea for Almo. I think he's won a throw-in for Villa. He has. That's good recovery from Almo. I didn't rate his header, but he eventually battled and he did win a throw-in off Adama Traore. Not impressed with this Wolves team. Really not impressed. Look at Villa compared to Wolves when we played them at Villa Park last season. Big difference. That was a much more contested game and we lost. And arguably deserved to. Al Mohammadi heads it towards Traore. Cuts well against, I think that was... Who was that defending for Wolves? That was Saiss, which I've not actually seen defend much. We keep going down the left-hand side. So it's more Dendoncker and Connor Cody defending. Not even watching the game. I'm watching you because I know who I score. Oh, dear. Oh, there's a counter-attack opportunity here for Semedo. He cuts inside. Beats a tackle of Trezeguet. Goes out wide here. It's Neto. Good opportunity for Wolves, this. Neto tries to get on his left boot. Pulls it back to Matinho, edge of the box. He clips it and completely mishits his pass. And that'll be a goal kick to Villa. See, this time, last year, Matinho does something better there. Easily. That was very poor from, I think, Matt Target there. Target dived in against Semedo. Didn't win the tackle, which meant there was a massive hole where Target was supposed to be. But they didn't utilise it, really. We need Jack back for sure, yeah. Bringing on Neil Taylor is like replacing Emi Martinez, Stevie Wonder. Problem is, Target not only went in for a tackle he shouldn't have, that tackle's ended up hurting him. He's holding his ankle now. This is not looking good. I forgot to mention as well, in the opportunity that led to Konza hitting the crossbar, then Donker got injured trying to... Oh, I just seen how. I wondered how. So on the follow-up, no, the follow-through, sorry, of Konza shooting, Konza's foot then plants into the side of Dendonker's leg. If Dendonker actually has a planted foot there, he breaks his leg. That is horrific. I know he's not meant it, and I know you can't really book someone or call it a foul because it is a follow-through on a shot. He's really entitled to go for it. That is a nasty one for Dendonker. It was Matt Target that went down injured. Both of the players are playing on for now. Al Mohammadi for Aston Villa to try and counter-attack down the right-hand side. His Traore, that's a poor pass to Traore, really. It wasn't a great pass, and Traore had to try and hold off his man and receive the ball at the same time. It was never going to work. So, yeah, I think we just need to watch Target and Dendonker now. Because they're both not looking overly comfortable, I don't think. So yeah, 22 minutes gone. Well, 23 now. It's still goalless at Villa. Another poor pass again towards Adama Traore. The Wolves down the left-hand side are really not causing issues. Watkins turns against Connor Cody. Wins a free kick for Aston Villa. Very good attacking-wise from Villa. Ollie Watkins has actually gone down now holding his hand. His hand got stamped on. Oh, that's horrible. Oh my day. Ollie Watkins has had his hand stamped on by Saiss there. Oh, God, that hurts. That with studs, man, that is horrific. Oh, he was really wincing and holding his hand. Oh, it's a poor pass from Ollie Watkins as well to Al Mohammadi from the free kick. So he's literally hurt his hand for nothing. Oh dear. It'll now be a throw in. That's good. Oh no, in the freezing cold. That is horrific, man. Oh, especially if it's like landed on his knuckle or something. Bloody hell. Not a fan. It'll be I forgot his name. Johnny. Yeah, Johnny to take the throw in for Wolves. Johnny Otto goes long. Al Mohammadi easily wins the throw in. Again, they're just not winning anything. They're not battling for anything. Wolves. Neves. Oh, Luiz has gone down injured now as Neves won the ball against him. Neto out wide to Semedo. Wolves coming towards the Villa goal now. Here's Neto again on the right hand side. Semedo edge of the box. Wolves cuts inside. Wow, good tackle from Sanson helping to defend for Aston Villa. We win the ball back with Target going long towards Watkins. He's never going to win that. And Wolves get it back with Saiz. And again, they're trying to go down the left. So Villa, every time we win the ball now, again looking long for Watkins. I don't think that should be the right idea when Watkins has 3 defenders to battle against. You know, I'm not a fan when it's 2 to go against, but 3 is just ridiculous. Moutinho goes out to the right-hand side this time. Neto again. I've not really seen much of Neto. But he's trying to pull strings on the right. They're very comfortable passing him the ball, and he's got it again here. Another ball play from Moutinho. That was intercepted from Target. It'll be a throw into Wolves just by the corner flag. Can genuinely see Neil Taylor ending up coming into this team, these injuries. So yeah, I'm watching again. So it was Neves colliding with Douglas Luiz, and he went down. He's back up now. Again, every Villa player that has gone down has actually like held their leg or held their arm or something. In pain. So yeah, it's not looking good, especially with a Villa team that's just not, you know, realistically that, you know, doesn't have that much depth really. Throwing taken quickly towards Neves, literally by the corner flag, I think trying to win a corner. Good tackle from Target, wins the ball back, very clean. Sanson finds Trezeguet, had to come deep. Goes back to Douglas Luiz. We're going to play down the right hand side maybe, or go down to, yeah, we've gone back towards Target down the left. Villa still very deep. Wolves pretty much have kept a lot of their attacking players forward to help press. We go back to Tyron Mings. Mings finds Konza. Konza literally just dribbling out his box. Just to show you how deep we were there. Konza again goes back to Tyron Mings. Villa, are we going to go direct? We are. Tyron Mings looks towards Trezeguet. And he's found a perfect pass to Trezeguet. Brilliant pick out from Mings. 50-60 yard pass. Trezeguet pulls it back. Matt Target on the attack now. Target back to Sanson. Sanson trying to get on his right boot, dribbles past play as well, and it's a very good tackle, I think, from I think it was Ruben Neves with the challenge on Sanson, and Sanson I think has fouled. Yeah, he fouled Neto on the counter attack. Not the best last 30 seconds for Morgan Sanson. It's a yellow card as well for the Frenchman. I don't think that was great from him. He tried to, I think, take on too many players. He got dispossessed, and then I think in retaliation goes and fouls his man on the halfway line. Free kick to Wolves, and a yellow card as well for Sanson. However, we are always poor majority of the time. I feel for Watkins, he could have had like 6 goals or more on his Premier League record. We're just a weird club. I think he definitely could have scored more goals. I don't think it's the player's fault. He's had so many chances where he's hit the post and crossbar. Even in this game alone, he's hit the crossbar. Like, you know, he's had goals ruled out for VAR as well, which obviously is, you know, it's not Villa's fault either, or the team we're playing against. I just feel like he can be quite an unlucky player. Another foul on Trezeguet against Moutinho. Another free kick to Wolves. A little bit further in Villa's half now. So they're going to get Dendoncker forward, Adama Traore's there. Connor Cody's even up there as well. So this is a threat against a team that do play 3 at the back. They've got 3 big players to go forward on set pieces. So, you know, obviously defensively, other than set pieces, they may not get a lot of opportunities. Cross comes in. Oh, nearly bounced very kindly for Connor Cody there. There would have been a complete accident because the free kick that was initially towards, I think, João Moutinho. And he just kind of missed him. No, wait, it was towards, it's towards Saiz who flicked it on towards Cody. But Cody didn't really commit to it. I think if he did, he would have scored maybe. Or at least had a shot on goal. We just did not commit to the ball at all. I search to watch you more than than that, Harry FC. Oh dear. El Mohammadi heads it back towards Ezri Konza. So we had a goal kick there. Again, we opted to have our defenders come back, so we play from the back. I just don't overly think that's a good idea to do against Wolves, because they're getting more comfortable on the ball now. This is what I mean about the missed opportunities. Semedo, it's another... Wait. No foul was given there against Trezeguet. I'm very surprised. I thought that was a foul. Target goes long instead towards John McGinn, who doesn't win it, but neither does Dendoncker, so Watkins gets it back for Villa. Trezeguet to Target. Back to Trezeguet again. It's a poor pass. We keep seeing this over and over again. We saw it with Sheffield United. It's poor passes. We're getting away, ironically, with other passes, and then we don't capitalise on it because we give it away within 5 seconds. Oh dear, man. So John McGinn climbing for a header goes nowhere near it, but if anything, it kind of tricks Dendoncker because he thinks McGinn's going to win the ball. It's just a complete mess. Sanson actually dispossesses Semedo. Goes down the left-hand side, skips past the tackle. Sanson cross for Aston Villa, wins a corner. Very good, actually, for Morgan Sanson. Did very well, tidy feet. Skip past the challenge and wins a corner. Mings or Cody and Semedo or Cash. Wait. I don't know. I don't get what you're trying to say. Is that a question, or what do I prefer, or what? I think Mings is better than Cody. Oh no, I'd say they're about the same. I don't think Tyrone Mings had that much of a good season, but I think Cash is miles ahead of Semedo. Corner for Aston Villa. We got Mings and Watkins in the middle. Taken from Sanson. It's an easy header away from Saiz. Very poor. Target wins the ball back on the halfway line for Villa. Douglas Luiz goes all the way back to Emi Martinez, who, to be fair, he's off his goal line. Martinez looks to distribute the ball towards Trezeguet. Trezeguet takes it down so well. Brilliant from Trezeguet. By the corner flag against Semedo, who's getting absolutely rinsed out here. Morgan Sanson now. He has a chance to cross. Pulls it back towards Traore. It's another interception. Traore keeps coming in towards a central position. Pretty much like a striker would do. Whenever we get the ball there. Very nearly an opportunity for Aston Villa. Sanson has been cooked twice. Hasn't even played 90 minutes for us yet. Under his wing. Enjoying the live stream, AJ. It's a match day. Must for me every game. Oh, cheers. I appreciate it. I really do. It's crazy because, like, you know, before the Liverpool game, I really had like no intention of doing Villa stuff, but it was seeing how much that, you know, how well that did, and I was, you know, I enjoyed doing that live stream, and I put the highlights out. I just really enjoyed doing it. It's something I've always been into. I have done actual live commentary before for a non-league football club, so I've had experience. Here's Traore for Aston Villa. Al Mohammadi on the overlap. First time cross comes in. Might go to Traore. Oh, it nearly found its way towards Ollie Watkins. It's just a little bit in front of him. And it was Connor Cody. And now a counter-attack for Neto. Good interception. Good tackle from Konza. He reads the situation so well, Ezri Konza. Honestly, I love him so much as a defender. Sanson clips it towards Traore. It's a bit too heavy. And Sai sees it out for a goal kick. Again, it's just little passes here and there. It really is just a little bit too overhit. We had like the majority of the passes that went wrong against Sheffield United be underhit, and now we seem to be doing completely the opposite. Television next to it. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Maybe, who knows? You never know what the future may hold, but I very much doubt it. I don't think I have a posh enough accent. I'm not from London, so that's where a majority of the commentators seem to be anyway. Will be a goal kick to Wolves 33 minutes into this game. Wolves show a bit of quality, and their passing is good, but I don't think they've had a shot on goal. And you know, you can do everything else. You can, you know, have passing like 2010 Barcelona. You can, you know, do these really nice set pieces, and you can have everything planned out. You can defend well, but if you don't have a shot on goal, you won't win a game of football. It's literally as simple as that. Through ball down the line from Al Mohammadi. It will be a throw-in for Aston Villa. John McGinn couldn't quite win the ball, but we get something from it at the very least. Yeah, just too modest. We started well, but not taking the chances. Spot on. Absolutely spot on. It's always the same with us, isn't it? We put in fouls and get booked all over the shop. Yet when the opposition create the same fouls, they get nothing. Oh, refs hate Villa, I think. Cross from Louise. It's a dangerous one. Very well read by Connor Cody. Header away from Neves, and the referee sees a foul in there. I don't know about that. Neves actually holding his shoulder. Apparently, they've had 3 attempts on goal. I can remember one now at the back of my head, which was one that was going wide anyway. But I do not remember 3 attempts on goal, unless it counts blocked shots, which I'm not a fan of putting them on the same stats as like someone hitting the post. Because realistically, in terms of stats, someone like Ollie Watkins hitting the crossbar from 35 yards is the same as someone having a shot that travels a yard and gets blocked. I don't overly agree that blocked shot should be included in stats, but it is what it is. I've not been impressed with Wolves. I've been impressed with Villa. I think the intensity that we showed in the first 20 minutes of the game is slowly seeping out. And this is where I go back to when I said we need to take the chances, because, you know, we've got absolutely nothing to show for it. Traore cross from the left-hand side, very overhit, and it will be a goal kick to Aston Villa. I think that has pretty much summed up Wolves today. Traore, again, doing absolutely nothing. Receives the ball in a good position and completely mishits his cross. He does look like the Villa Traore from years ago. He really does. Complete no end product at all. Come on, you know we ain't scoring. Well, if we're not going to score, it'll be a 0-0. I can't see Wolves scoring right now. I really don't. Emi Martinez hasn't had to make his save. I mean, to be fair, neither has Patricio, but at least we've hit the crossbar twice. Emi Martinez picks out Target. Good take from Target. McGinn, lovely ball down the left to Ollie Watkins. We've got Trezeguet in the middle, and as well as Traore, skips past the tackle. Still Ollie Watkins chance. Watkins block, and it bounces kindly for Dendoncker to get it back. Ollie Watkins did so well there. He pushed out to the left wing, beat 2 tackles, and again his shot was just blocked. Target for Aston Villa. Again, he's got Louise with him. He's got both wide players very close to him as well. Target has to go back to Tyrone Mings. Villa will look to try and play the ball down the right maybe. Finds Konza. Konza to McGinn. Oh no, we're looking for that left again. And he's found Target again. Lovely pick up from John McGinn. Matt Target cross. And again, it's just a poor pass. Again, we've got players in good positions. I think Traore made a great run. Counter attack for Wolves. And Tyrone Mings has to mop up. Very good defensively from Tyrone Mings. And Neto is very frustrated. It'll be a throw into Wolves. Brilliant from Tyrone, having to come across. This is the pace of Pedro Neto, and he was too fast for Douglas Luiz and Sanson. So Tyrone Mings had to come across and absolutely smash into Neto. I think Neto is frustrated with the force of the challenge of Mings. I think Mings has actually hurt himself in doing so. Admit it, I don't think Louise is good enough. I think he shows signs of quality. I think he's definitely a bit like Nakamba, very, just defensive minded. I don't think he's that great going forward sometimes. Surprise, surprise, shots, blocks, save, wide, exactly like Sheffield United. I do think we're getting in better positions. Passing is much better today. I know some passes have been poor. Lovely clip pass towards Watkins, into the middle again. It will go all the way to the other side of Al Mohammadi. I think an offside has actually been shown towards Ollie Watkins anyway. That's what it's been pulled back for. Again, some passing has been good. Yeah, he is offside. Yeah, I fully agree. Good. I think that's good. Good work from the linesman. He just pulls it back again towards Traore. I don't think Watkins and Traore have good passing together at all. I've not seen them link up very well in a lot of games, and it's happening again today. Don't jinx us, AJ, by saying yeah, look, as of right now, with how Wolves are playing right now, I don't see Wolves scoring. But you never know. Can we please keep the chat in English, because I have no idea what you're saying. Ollie Watkins tries to flick it towards John McGinn. It's not a great pass again, in truth. Then Dunker takes the ball forward for Wolves, goes out wide to Neto. I think Neto's definitely their most advanced player, and it's their go-to man. A little bit like Grealish with Villa. Whenever we get the ball, we often try and distribute it to him. That's a very poor pass from Saiss. Again, under no pressure, and Villa very happy to have the ball back for literally not even pressing. It's very poor from Saiss. Completely mishit like an 8-yard pass there. Tara Mings out wide to Target. Target clips it towards Trezeguet. Nearly found him, but then Dunk has to concede a corner. Much better from Aston Villa. This Wolves defence is shaky. This Wolves defence it's there for the taking. It really is. But we have to do it. We have to actually exploit that rather than just let them get away with it over and over again. Woodwork twice, yeah, crossbar both times, and I think it's pretty much the same part of the crossbar as well. Watkins and then Konza, and realistically Konza should have scored 4 yards out. On the slide, I know he's a centre back, and maybe it's a bit harsh, but I do think he should have really scored. It will be another corner for Villa. Sanson to take. He's got John McGinn quite short. I think we might do a training ground one here. Sanson. No, he does go for a regular corner, and it's another easy head away from Saiss. Goes back to McGinn. McGinn goes back to Sanson, and an offside has been given. That's so sloppy again. Sanson just didn't get back behind the line, and it's just an easy a chance for Wolves to relieve any bit of pressure or danger from Villa. The set pieces from Sanson it's either Sanson set pieces haven't been great, or Wolves are winning so many headers. It's either one or the other, realistically. Do you think Abraham to Villa is just fate? We have the funds for it. We have the funds for that. You know, we have aren't we like the 4th richest Premier League club? I think it's a possibility. It depends if he really wants to push Chelsea and push Werner and Giroud's place, but I don't think he's gonna battle them too much. Konza is fouled, free kick to Aston Villa. It was a Neto foul, which he's complaining at once again. Harry is never going to happen. The wages will be ridiculous. He wants consistent or wants Champions League. We can't give him that. I think he could actually. I genuinely think he could settle for Villa. He wants to actually play consistent football. He won't get that at Chelsea, really. Chelsea fan hoping you guys stay above Spurs for the banter. We got Spurs in 2 games. Next game at Villa Park we play Spurs. Aston Villa, the largest team in England. Greetings from Argentina. Yo, what's up? How you doing? The best from England. I appreciate that. John McGinn surely fouled. He is. Saiss fouled for pulling back John McGinn. Good refereeing. Because I didn't think that was actually overly gonna be given. It was Al Mohammadi trying to play. Yeah, it is a foul. That's very poor from Saiss. Great crossing chance, by the way. This is literally just to the right of the box. This is pretty much the ideal situation if you want to cross the ball in from a free kick. I wouldn't want to put this ball in a better situation, honestly. This is, I think, perfect for a Douglas Luiz curl. You know, like we've seen a lot of his assists for Villa when he curls it in with his right boot. Or it could be like an outswinger from Traore. I'd rather the inswinger. It will be a Luiz free kick for Aston Villa. Nearly towards Konza. Villa keep it with McGinn towards Traore. Traore back heel and he gives the ball away. And Villa maybe compressed with John McGinn. Villa win it back with Douglas Luiz. A very poor pass towards Neto. Here's Konza for Aston Villa. Got loads of players still forward. Here's Al Mohammadi. He could cross it in. He does. Towards Watkins. Doesn't get there. And we closed down another clearance. They've smashed it clear again. Villa win the ball back with Target towards Ollie Watkins, who's miles away from goal. Watkins is fouled. Another free kick to Aston Villa on the halfway line. Wolves are literally not allowed to play at all. Every time they've won the ball back, Wolves, we've just pressed and pressed and pressed. Blocked. So many clearances and passes have been intercepted. Give us credit where it's due. It's Adama Traore with a foul. And Matt Target to take. I think we'll possibly take this short. We're not putting players forward. Target goes down the channel towards Watkins. That's poor. That's really poor, I think. I think we should either go... If we're gonna do that, then we need the players there for it. We tried to play that, I think, towards Ollie Watkins, who drifted out to the left and he was never going to get there. I think that's a waste of a free kick. Al Mohammadi with an interception. He's played well today. Give him credit. Ollie Watkins, who has been dispossessed. You know, I never thought I'd say that, but I think Almo's actually done really well today. And another interception from Al Mohammadi, taking the ball forward for Villa. John McGinn out wide to Al Mohammadi once again. Acres of space. Almo on the byline, crosses it in. Trezeguet will keep this in play. It was a bit overhit from Almo. Trezeguet pulls it back to target. His first time cross towards Watkins. Doesn't get a clean touch to the ball. It's mishit up into the air. Watkins takes it down. Shot. And it's wide. And I think that'll be a goal kick. Yeah. Another wasted opportunity for Villa. But Wolves struggling at the very least. It feels like we're a goal down in a game. And Wolves are letting us attack. But it's still 0-0. That's what it feels like right now. It's like the Brighton game, pretty much like the Sheffield United game, having loads of chances, but just not doing much with the ball. That's kind of it, really. Harry says, I wouldn't mind Tammy Abraham. It would be a waste on a position we don't need. We don't need? Really? With Ollie Watkins, who else do we have? Wesley never seems to be able to come back. I think pretty much everyone has forgot about Wesley. Keenan Davis just isn't good enough. We got Louis Barry. I think he should play more. Adama Traore is fouled, and it'll be a free kick to Wolves. Douglas Luiz with a tackle. I think we do need some depth, man. Especially in form of the striker position. That's just me anyway. West Ham seem to be an attractive club all of a sudden. They're playing really good football, and they battered us off the park at Villa. Souček, incredible player. I think he will leave them. I believe. Maradona, Messi, fantastic. There's so many Argentinian players attacking wise were very good. Aguero as well, very very good. Emi Martinez as well. Free kick from Wolves taken, header away from Al Mohammadi. Villa will clear it down the right. A minute added on time. McGinn towards Ollie Watkins on the right wing for Aston Villa. Wolves flooded so many players back where Villa don't have many forward. Watkins finds John McGinn. McGinn out wide to Sanson on the right wing. Sanson's early ball in. It's mishit up into the air. Ollie Watkins trying to battle with it. And it's eventually smashed away. One back from target. Out wide to Bertrand Traore on the left wing. Traore, step over, tries to nutmeg Semedo and it doesn't work. And with 20 seconds to go, I can't really see another opportunity. Moutinho smashes it clear with a volley. Tyrone Mings wins it back for Aston Villa. 10 seconds to go. Still goalless. Maybe one final chance. Tyrone Mings with a pass intercepted. Trezeguet, it fell kindly for Watkins. It doesn't take it down well. And that should be half-time, I think. It is. That is half-time at Villa Park. It is goalless at Villa Park. Ollie Watkins, I think he's either still hurt or he's just frustrated because he's gone straight to the ground here. What can I say about that half? Frustration. It just feels like so many games this season where we've absolutely dominated and just got nothing from it. It really does feel like it again. Wolves look absolutely nothing like the team last year. Even the team that we had in the reverse game at the Molineux, I thought they were way more into the game than we were. And even that, I think we were second best and got a penalty late on. But they look really poor, really lackluster. Anytime they come forward, I don't get scared. Traore doing absolutely nothing on the left wing. Neto is their biggest threat, and I think we've dealt with him well. Massive credit, by the way, Al Mohammadi. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think he's played really well today. And you know, if he makes a mistake, I'll rinse him. But I think he's played really, really well today. After all the criticism he's got online on the Villa pages and stuff, I think he can hold his head up high after that. That was a very good performance. You put £5 on Wolves. I don't know if that was the most wise decision. Maybe they could still nick this and I can look like a mug, but they've not played well. Almo playing very well today. Emi Martinez, great goalkeeper. I think he should play for Argentina. I don't really know of a better goalkeeper. You know, Romero doesn't really play. I don't think he's even at his level anymore. So I think Emi Martinez should be the Argentinian number one if he isn't already. I'm just seeing in the older comments as well. If I apologise that I've missed them. Who's the most promising prospect? I think Louis Barry. Either Louis Barry or Jacob Ramsey. Two very good young players for Aston Villa. I wouldn't say Cash as a prospect because I think Cash is quite mature now. But you know, he's youngish, and again, just very very good. I think he's very versatile as well. Can play in a lot of positions. Oh, you meant Villa? You put a fiver on Villa, fam. If you haven't been watching this game, you'd be spitting feathers at the chances Villa have had and we've not scored. Ollie Watkins, just to go through everything for Villa. Watkins, I think 3 or 4 minutes into this game, smashed the crossbar, the underside of the crossbar as well, from about 35 yards with a speculative finesse shot towards the far corner. And then I think only 10 minutes later, Ezri Konsa on the stretch, about 4 yards out, also smashed the same part of the crossbar. Watkins had another opportunity to score, and he went for a pass where he really should have shot, considering he cut inside and then Donker slipped over. We've had the chances. We're literally just a bit of the rubber. You know, they say the rubber the green. We are that away from winning this game. Wolves have been very poor. This is one of the worst teams I've seen us play this year. The most promising player in terms of in general, I think Cash and. Obviously, it'd be very easy to say Grealish, but I think it's Cash and Watkins. I think Watkins can really become an incredible player for Villa. Or even for England, or if he left Villa, I think he'll do well. You know, my family, a lot of my family are Devon-based. I've been to watch Ollie Watkins play at Exeter City a few years ago. I thought he was great then, but obviously League Two is a different standard. But the fact he's still shown that and more in the Championship and now in the Premier League, what a player he is. Well, I think we're very fortunate to have a player of Ollie Watkins. So yeah, I'm very pleased with how he's been playing. Thanks for a good half, AJ. Let's hope we can score in the second half. If we have one chance, we score one goal, we win the game. I am that confident. We have a very good record of holding on to leads, and Wolves do not look like scoring today. If Wolves score, they win the game, though, I will say. Whoever scores first wins the game, is my point. We've never looked like a team this season coming from behind and getting something from the game. And Wolves just look completely poor and completely devoid of any idea going forward. I can see their only goal coming from a set piece with Dendoncker or Saiss or Connor Cody. But we've not really seen it. I'm trying to really think of chances they've had. But we've tackled them. They've tried to go down the right wing with Saiss. He's tried to cut it on his left boot. But he just gets charged down, or the cross hasn't worked. Or Konsa has won the ball back for Villa when they've counter-attacked. I'm very pleased. I'm very, very pleased with Villa. With how we play. We're just that one goal away from scoring. Won't get another chance to have such a sick Premier League season. So many clubs like Arsenal, despite the awful season, they'll always be an attractive club who can nearly sign who they like. I don't think they have it anymore, Arsenal. If you don't play Champions League football, I don't think a club has the pull anymore. Like, if Liverpool don't make the top four, they won't get Mbappe. They won't get Haaland. They won't get these top players. It's not going to happen. It just is not going to happen for them at all. I'm just seeing this replay again. All of it came from a John McGinn. Fantastic interception. Watkins, he dribbled so well. Did everything right. But he went for a pass rather than finish. And the more I look at it, the more sick I feel. Ezri Konsa nearly smashing the top corner, nearly ripping the net in half with the amount of power he put in the effort. Rui Patricio, bear in mind, for both of the shots, got absolutely nowhere near it. Completely beaten, all ends up. Would have been a stunning goal for Konsa. It is half-time, it is goalless. Grealish is still injured. I really thought he'd have been back by now. I really hope he's at least back by the Newcastle game. I thought he was going to be rested for this game. I didn't think he was going to play away at Sheffield United because it would have been a bit of a rush. But yeah. 3-2 Southampton. I'm going to go over the previous results of the day and have a little bit of a talk about them and less so about Aston Villa. Because I know I'm a Villa fan. I'll talk about Villa a lot. But yeah. So if you haven't seen, it was all over Twitter. Burnley against Arsenal. So Arsenal took the lead with Aubameyang. And then 40 minutes into the game, Leno lays it off to Xhaka. And then Xhaka smashes the ball against Chris Wood and it goes in. An absolute embarrassing goal for the carnival that is Arsenal right now. Shocking. I've back on the just to answer the question, Paul. I think it's a shin injury from what I've heard, but again, so little information has actually been released. I think it's it's a bit poor from the club. Really, they could have released the info to the public more, but they've kept it really like hush hush. Grealish is in the stands for the game as well, and it's not like he's got crutches or anything. So yeah. They don't have it just like United, but their little kids here, Man United, jump at the opportunity. They don't. Oh yeah, where people want to sign for Man United. Yeah, even though I think Arsenal are like a historic great club, I don't care what team you are. If you finish 10th, you don't have the pull of the team that will finish in the top 4. It's as simple. Like the only team I'd say that goes against that is Leicester, but I still think they're creating more of this like big club mentality now. They're not a big club. I'm not saying they are, but the fact they won the Premier League in 2016, they're being taken more seriously, and I think with that they can buy bigger and better players. You never know, in like 10 years time they could be getting like the Mbappe of that year. You never know. As long as they keep it up, you never know. He has a crippling illness called fish out of water flopping around. I've heard every joke under the sun about Grealish. Say what you want about his antics, about him going to the ground a lot. Say what you want, but he's still a very good player, and I think he's England's best player. And I'm not the only one who said that. Chris Wilder said it. I've heard it a lot this season. A lot of people have said Jack Grealish is the best player, or at least the best player in his position. Arsenal are playing poor, but give it a couple of years, we'll build it back up. I think so. I'm going to say something controversial, and any of you can feel free to disagree. I don't think Arsenal will get out of this banter period if they keep Mikel Arteta. And that may be a very harsh thing to say, right? And I understand that. But I just can't see it, man. Look how poor they've been this year. That they didn't do overly that great with him last year. He won a cup, right? And that will pave over the cracks. But they will not be where they were with Mikel Arteta, and that is just how I feel about the situation of Arsenal. I've just not seen anything really. They take one step forward and 2 steps back. He gave a contract to David Luiz. The signings I'm just not overly impressed with. He's not got the best out of Nicolas Pepe, and they spent 70 million. I know it wasn't his signing. Their goal, it summed up the season. It really did. Villa, right, did the double over Arsenal for the first time in like 30 years or something stupid. First time that we beat them. Last year, the first time we beat them at Villa Park since the 90s. I wasn't even born since the last time Villa beat Arsenal at Villa Park, and we've done it 2 years running. That's not right. That just genuinely isn't right. Burnley have taken 4 points off Arsenal this year. And you're going to sit there and tell me, everything's fine or it's a process. Come on, Burnley. What else can I say? I just really don't understand. Like, you can be optimistic, and if he proves me wrong, I'll hold my hand up, right? And I'll say Mikel Arteta was a good manager, right? Feel free for him to prove me wrong. I just do not see it. I love Arsenal fan TV when they're losing, they go mental. I love it. So I watch Arsenal fan TV when Arsenal lose. I watch Mark Goldbridge when Man United lose. I watch the True Geordie, like the kickoff, when Liverpool lose, because of Lawrence McKenna. And I sometimes watch the clips of Anfield Agenda as well, because he can be also funny. I've had some people tell me as well, when Villa lose, they'll go to me. The most views I've had on this channel, right, other than the viral video that I had, actually on a live stream, the most views I had was 55, and it was when Villa went 3-2 down against Burnley. People like watching teams do bad, and they like the fans of those teams having a meltdown. And I had a semi-meltdown against Burnley, in truth, because we didn't deserve to lose that game. We threw it away. But that was literally the most I've had on a live stream. Burnley, nothing but a boring mid-table club who constantly draw and just get enough wins to finish above the relegation zone. I can't stand Burnley, man. There's a few people I know who are like Burnley fans who support me. I just don't like Burnley. Maybe I'm bitter because they took 4 points off Villa this year, but the one game we had 27 attempts on goal. Al Ghazi had like a third of them, and we drew 0-0. And then the other game where we lost 3-2 despite having all the possession, all the chances, and you got like Dwight McNeil who mishit a cross into the back of the net. Like the luck we have against some teams makes me feel sick. Yes, the True Geordie. I like True Geordie anyway. I watched him when he made like the Newcastle videos, like years back. It kind of made him it made him famous, not kind of. Yeah, he was quite funny. I remember he made an Aston Villa rant like 4 years ago when we pretty much relegated them with us, and he was like, "I hate Aston Villa, I hate Villa," and it was so 16-year-old me was finding it very funny, I will say. Hi mate, love the stream. I appreciate it. I really do. I thank you for being here. How's Ollie Watkins playing? Watkins hit the crossbar. Watkins has had several chances. I just feel like his decision making possibly cost us a goal. But I don't want to criticise him too much because he is a great talent and he has done a lot for this club and he's played well today. But yeah, it is literally just in the final third sometimes. Yeah, I question his decision making. He's drinking beer. Tell mum. Oh yes, my mum will be very, very upset. My mum watches this, by the way. So yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought here. Villa players are getting back onto the pitch for the second half. I'm not overly a fan of Bex. I prefer a lot to Bex, even Budweiser really. But it will do. I think it's the last one in the house, so it will do. Guys in chat, give me your second half predictions for the game. I'll let you like if you like I've said like 2-0, 3-0. I'll let you rewrite that. Give me from what we've seen so far. Give me your prediction for the second half. When's the next drinking stream? Oh dear. From how it's going right now, I can see a 0-0. Genuinely, it's either going to be 0-0 or 1-0 Villa. Obviously, I can't change what I said before the game. I said 1-0, and I have to kind of stick to that. But as of right now, it's looking like a 0-0. You make me a mod. I may make a few other people mod in the next few weeks. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. I can have like individual talks with people. Or they can show me like if they've done, if they've been a moderator before, or what experience they've had. Really. I hate alcohol. Can't stand it. It depends what you have, really. Fair enough. It's up to you. Some alcohol is awful. Some is very nice. It's impossible to properly predict, but it's either 0-0 or 1-0 loss. Yeah, spot on. Exactly the same, I think. What I love about your live stream is how you read our comments as you go along, Ace. Fam, you'll never grow. At the end of the day, you'll never grow as a creator unless you do that. Reading comments, people commenting anything at all, I love it, and it helps keep me, something to talk about. Because sometimes, right, I'll let you in on a secret. Some games are so bad. I feel like I'm repeating myself 20,000 times. Like like I mentioned, the Burnley game that finished 0-0, where we literally had the same chances over and over and over and over again. I like reading comments because sometimes it can take me away from the game. Because some are so bad, especially the ones where they defend. Thanks for the £2. Damn, Dean, thank you. Up the Villa, I really appreciate that. I love that. Thank you. And big up the super chat. Haven't actually had many super chats. I've had like a couple here and there, but I really do appreciate it. Cheers. that'll buy the next beer. So yeah, it'll help go towards all of this I'm building, and yeah, I've spent a lot of money putting stuff in the background, and it's like a little passion project I have with this, and it's really fun. I haven't paid for most of it, in truth, I will say. My parents are quite supportive. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I've put some money into it. The sign, I love the sign, in truth. If you guys do want to support me, I don't want to plug too much because it's, you know, everyone hates that. I like plug over and over and over again. But if you do want to support me, yo, a £5 donation this time. 1-1 Villa 1 Wolves 1 or Villa 1 Wolves 0. I appreciate the £5 donation. I can't see there being 2 goals in a game. You never know. Villa have kicked off from our right to left towards Ollie Watkins. He doesn't win the ball against Semedo, but neither does he. Trezeguet finds Target. Lovely scoop turn from Matt Target. It's a bit scrappy already, and a free kick to Wolves has already been given. A foul on Semedo. So yeah, I think out of everything, the sign is very nice. I've always loved that. And the donations actually come through officially on stream. I don't know why it was a bit delayed, but I do appreciate that. Wolves have the ball down the left. Oh, it's given away very sloppy towards Douglas Luiz. Again, I keep mentioning this for Wolves. The same old, same old. They give the ball away so many times. And John McGinn, again, has battled well against Willian Jose. He's been forced back, against his will towards Tyrone Mings. He's Matt Target now down the left. Wolves have pressed us quite well. I think they're trying to really get on the front foot, maybe. I don't think Nuno would have been impressed with how they played, so maybe he's really drilled into them that they want to get into this game. If I'm a Wolves manager, I'm saying we play like this, we lose at the end of the day, no matter who we play. Another £3 donation. Oh my days, Dean. So very nice of you. Thank you. You don't have to do it. I appreciate it, but you really don't. What's Sanson been like? Emmy must be frustrated. Sanson, he's played well. I look at him the same way as McGinn and Luiz so far. They've all done things brilliant and they've all done things not so good. Sanson had like a 30-second spell where he gave the ball away poorly and then just fouled his man in frustration. I don't want to see that side of players. I'm going to donate. No one has to donate here. They really don't. But if you do, then it'd be very sweet. You can buy a lot of beer. Oh dear. Oh dear. And there's the overlay coming through. I don't know why it's a bit delayed. I find that weird. I hope we can... Well, so you say, let's hope we can take our chances. I don't know, man. That's if we get any more chances. If we do, I really actually hope we put it underneath the crossbar this time. Oh, not onto the crossbar. Here's Matt Target on the halfway line for Aston Villa. Goes back to Tyrone Mings. He goes long, up and over towards the channel. Ollie Watkins doesn't win the header. We don't win the second ball either. Semedo. Again, a very poor pass from Semedo. Nowhere near Neto. It's gone all the way to Emi Martinez. That's how overhit that was. Buy a new set of eyes when we lose and draw every game until Grealish comes back. Hopefully that will just be today, but I keep saying this. I said it against Sheffield United, hopefully he'll be back for Wolves, and I said it, I'm saying it again today. I don't know, I'm really surprised he's not back. Johnny under pressure from Al Mohammadi, who had to press him and come forward. Another good interception from Matt Target against Adama. I think Adama Traore has been their worst player. Sanson finds Tyrone Mings. Matt Target for Aston Villa. He finds Trezeguet. Trezeguet to Watkins. Chance for Aston Villa. Watkins! Shot deflected. And I think it will be a corner to Aston Villa. I'm pretty certain that was a deflected attempt anyway. Other than that, it's either deflected or he's mishit it. Yeah, it took a deflection easily. Corner to Villa. He's tried the same technique of cut inside from the edge of the box and curl it towards the far corner. The difference is, it worked the first time, but it's not going to work again now because they know what he's going to do. They're closing him down quicker. Connor Cody's learning. Another £2 donation from Dean. That is a total, by the way, of £8, £10, £12 from Dean. Thank you so much. Corner from Sanson comes in. Header away. Dean says game over. We have a long time to go. In fact, there is actually a counter-attack for Wolves. Neto against Target. He has the pace to go over Target. Neto, great save. Emi Martinez, first time he's been called upon to make a save. It came from the Aston Villa corner from Sanson. That wasn't good enough, realistically. It was very easy. No one even challenged Connor Cody. It would have been an assist from Cody from his own box, and it carried him all the way to the Villa goal. He kind of had to shoot from a very acute angle, and it was caused by a Matt Target sliding, attempt anyway, to stop the shot. So it made him shoot from this angle that he was realistically never going to score from, but he's got a corner for it. Harry is game over. Corner for Wolves. Ironically, the donation came through as soon as Wolves were on the attack, so that would have been very ironic. Corner from Moutinho taken. It's scrambled, and Konza just about clears it away. It's going to go to the halfway line. Wolves will try and, I think, recycle the ball, possibly down the left. Here's Neto for Wolves. Ruben Neves switches to play towards Moutinho. Good header away from target, but it's only as far as Semedo. Neto. Wolves have had so much more of the ball the second half. That's one take I don't really want to realistically say. Neto against Target. Target's gone down. I think a foul. Well, it's gone out for a goal kick at the very least, if that's not a foul that has been given against Neto. Just about dealt with them. I think we're struggling. I think we are really struggling against them at times. They've come out the second half and they've done more. Neto definitely their biggest threat. A 99p donation from... Oh my days, Dean. So very nice of you, man. I'll obviously, if this remains 0-0, I'll definitely be sleeping, especially if we're not gonna create any opportunity. A long ball from target play towards Watkins, who wins a corner, I think, off Connor Cody. No, goal kick has been given. If he won a corner from that, it would have been very cheap, and I'd have took that all day from a long ball. But again, this is what I feel like, parts of games where long balls just don't work, man. They just really do not work, and they're starting to learn, how we play now. The things that were working in the first 10 minutes of the game, where they were learning how we were playing, it was working because maybe it was more of a guessing game. Now, when we go long, they know what we're going to do, and they close it down before we have the opportunity. Just like they know Ollie Watkins is going to shoot from the edge of the box, so they're going to close him down. And, they're going to stop the opportunity from coming. And unless we switch up our ideas, it's going to be the same thing, and it's going to lead to a 0-0 today. And we haven't even had many draws. Mohamed again goes long towards Watkins. No foul was given as Watkins goes down. I think Johnny slipped there and gave Villa the ball back. He slips over as he cleared the ball long. Here's Al Mohamed taking the ball over for Aston Villa. Pulls it back well to Sanson. Sanson to Watkins. Poor touch from Ollie Watkins. And it'll be a clearance to the halfway line. Wolves had all 5 of their defenders back to help defend that. And only Willian Jose up front to help try and press the Villa back line. Tyron Mings again goes long towards Bertrand Traore. Easy for Cody, who I think's probably been man of the match today, in truth. He's won every header. And Wolves just very simply get it back. And I've got a bad feeling of this game, I really do. Neto against target finds Moutinho. Moutinho to Neves. Neves clips out wide to that wing again of Neto. Definitely their most influential player today. Step over. Cross against Sanson. It's a good ball in. It's fell to Neves, edge of the box, and he volleys it over. Probably the one player you don't want it to fall to, Ruben Neves. It was a good cross from Neto against Sanson. Very good pick out. Good header away from Al Mohammadi under pressure from, a big unit that was Adama Traore. The header only fell to Neves, who volleyed it wide. I hate it when he sits there in that pocket of space on the edge of the D, because we know what Neves can do, and if he gets the opportunity again, he can stick it in the top corner. Konza back to Martinez. Villa took this goal kick very deep once again. Martinez picks out a pass to Target. Target goes back to Tara Mings, who's in his own box. Here's John McGinn for Villa. I think every pass we've made, like going forward today, in the second half at the very least, has been direct, and I don't want that. I want us to pass it more, because I felt like when we actually had a bit of passing play, we caused them more issues. With their five at the back, they're sitting and allowing us to pump it forward, and Connor Cody, Sais and Dendoncker win the headers. Villa don't go long this time, and look at that, we've had a chance here with Sanson. Edge of the box is Matt Target for Aston Villa. Sanson still out wide. Traore, it's a poor pass from Traore, who's played quite poorly today, in truth. And it's a counter-attack for Wolves. Neto again. I feel like every attack Wolves do is through Neto, realistically. Is Moutinho for Wolves. Finds Semedo. They're looking definitely, I think, the more encouraging side in the second half, which I hate to say, really, but considering how poor they were in the first half, you know, they haven't had to live up to a big standard, really. Moutinho, he's forced backwards towards Connor Cody. Furthest man back for Wolves. Finds Moutinho again, who gets it back with the 1-2. Cody goes down long for the channel of Adama Traore. So Wolves have actually learned that going long hasn't worked. Where Villa, I really hope we're going to at least start to learn. Both teams just we've struggled when we've gone direct. I think Wolves struggled more than us, even though I think we struggled badly going direct. Wolves struggled more. Misplaced pass from Moutinho taken by Dendoncker. Just about kept possession for Wolves. Cody again finds Neves for Wolves, taking the ball forward. Down the left-hand side is Adama Traore against Almo, and Luiz tries to cut in on his right boot. Cross in from Adama Traore, flicked on by Target, will be a corner to Wolves. Not the most convincing of headers away, but it has stopped the danger and it will be a corner. Absolutely hate Thogden. He said on predictions versus Sheffield, we are nothing without him. Well, we're nothing without Jack Grealish, I presume you were going to say. Hi, Mr. Bigger Than Spurs. How are you doing? What's good? Didn't mean to talk into my bottle of beer there, but what's good? Corner to Aston Villa. Ross Barkley looking like he's going to come on. Nearly in the hour mark, still goalless. He's actually, believe this or not, he's screwing in the studs into his shoes. I remember doing that as a 12-year-old. He's actually screwing in his studs with the little wrench. I've never seen a professional footballer do that on the sideline. Moutinho takes his corner short. Chance for a cross from Neto. It's a good one! And he's hit the post! And he's missed from a yard out! Dendoncker's missed an empty goal from a yard out. Oh my days. Aston Villa have somehow got away with it. They took it quickly. And Pedro Neto picked out a wonderful ball. Connor Cody heads it against the foot of the post with a completely free header. And then Dendoncker, a yard out, has put it over. The more I see this miss, the worse it is. He's under the crossbar. Dendoncker is lit. No, Dendoncker. Sais. I think it was Sais actually. Not. I keep saying Dendoncker. It's number 27, Sais. And he's... It's easier to score than miss. Sais actually stayed on the floor for a good 30 seconds after he knows how much of an opportunity. I have no idea how he missed. I apologise. I did say Dendoncker. It was actually Ruben Sais. He should have scored. He should have scored. Wolves will be kicking themselves. That, like, I wouldn't be surprised, right, on YouTube if Sky don't do a worst misses of the season after that, because they always do these type of compilations whenever a player does something bad, like Lookman when he missed the penalty against West Ham. That is one of the worst misses I've ever seen. That was embarrassing. I know it's a centre back, but oh dear. That'll be talked about. That will be on Twitter. That will be all over Twitter right now. Absolutely shocking from Sais. Resident Sleeper game, yeah. We've had the opportunities. We've hit the crossbar twice, and then Wolves themselves should have scored. Literal, no exaggeration. Actual literal 1 yard out and put it over. 1 yard out after the ball hit the post. And I didn't even mention the opportunity. Cody should have scored. The fact that I didn't even have to mention right now because the miss was so bad. Connor Cody should score the header. It's completely free at the far post. And he hits it against the bar. And then Sais has this simple of task. He could have done it absolutely anything. And they absolutely skied it. Maybe he just wasn't expecting it to go to him. Lovely ball from Semedo out wide to Neto against Tyron Mings has had to come across. So we have a bit of a hole defensively now. Semedo back to Moutinho, goes out wide to Neto again. His cross hits the hand of Trezeguet, I think. Referee is whistled, and I think a free kick at the edge of the box has been given for a handball on Trezeguet. Very close to the penalty box. I kind of winced there. That was very, very tight. It took us 42 minutes to score against Liverpool. It's been 58 minutes and you haven't scored. Villa are poor right now. That is, you know what? That is close to the... I think VAR will look at that. That might be a penalty to Wolves. That might be on the line, you know. Well, VAR are going to look at it. I don't know. That is close to the line as you can go. It was very, very tight. Very, very tight. Didn't Wolves beat you? I swear Wolves beat Chelsea. I swear. I swear Wolves beat Chelsea. Moutinho to take the free kick for Wolves. It's a decent one. Tyron Mings heads it away. It's going to go to Adama Traore. He pulls it back. Saiss now tries to find a 6-yard pass and has completely mishit it. When you have Lampard. It'll be a goal kick to Villa. And Ross Barkley is going to come on, the Chelsea man, on loan. I think Sanson's going to come off for Ross Barkley. To be fair, I think, yeah, he is coming off. Sanson is a good player for Villa. I don't see what he offers more than Hurahan. I know it's his first start, and I'm very harsh, I think. But, I thought Conor Hurahan offers just as much, I think. Are you going to say had Lampard tax now, Harry? Ross Barkley to come on. I really hope Barkley can, can really juice up this Villa attack because it's completely dry since the second half. Wolves have completely stopped anything in terms of attack for Aston Villa. Considering how much we dominated the first half, it has been all Wolves, especially the last 10 minutes, like specifically. Like they've had big opportunities, Wolves, probably the biggest of the game, and they missed. Mason Mount and Erling Haaland, generational talents carrying their club. You didn't even mention Jack Grealish carrying Aston Villa. I see. Al-Mohammadi with the throw for Aston Villa. Short one to Traore, gets it back to Al-Mohammadi. And again back to Traore, who's been forced backwards. Traore goes and finds Tyron Mings. Over an hour gone, still goalless at Villa. Mings picks out Target. Lovely pass on Tyron Mings. Target heads it towards Trezeguet. Dendoncker. Oh, that's soft. Dendoncker's gone down against Trezeguet. And has purposely gone down in order to win a free kick. Because there's literally nothing else Trezeguet could have done here. He has done... It's literally... They're holding each other. But it's Dendoncker who went down. If Trezeguet does the same thing... we get a decision. Sanson's actually... I think he's been subbed off because of an ankle injury. Because his ankle's actually being wrapped around... like some form of padding right now. So he might have actually come off because of a slight knock rather than a tactical sub. But still, I like the inclusion of Barkley. I hope he can do something from the bench. Villa will have a throw-in as Semedo just couldn't quite control the ball for Aston Villa. For Wolves, sorry. So it will be an Aston Villa throw-in target. Back to Tyron Mings. Down the channel towards Barkley. First time he's had the ball, I think, since he's come on. Barkley. Watkins. Back to Barkley. Goes back to Tyron Mings, looking for the safe pass rather than the adventurous one. Konza. Haaland coming to Chelsea in 2022, no chance. Trying to look for John McGinn, he flicks it on to absolutely nobody. Wolves trying to go long towards Adama Traore, who actually battles Al-Mohammadi well. And he's trying to take on Luiz. He got round Luiz. His pass is a bit heavy. And Semedo, he will keep it in play. It's not an ideal pass, but it's not a bad one. Neto for Wolves. Gets a 1-2, has it back. I think they're trying to pick their way through now again. Semedo. Back to Neto. Neto to Moutinho. Edge of the box for Wolves. Interception from McGinn, but it only goes as far as Saiss. Wolves keep it down the left again. Chance for a cross maybe. Cross comes in. It's a miss-hit one. Target can clear for Villa. Again, only goes to the halfway line. It looks like Villa and Wolves have literally swapped shirts because all the chances that we had in the first half are now going to them, and it's them that are dominating us. They have apparently, according to Sky, have had 52% of their attacks go down the right-hand side of Neto, just to again highlight how much they rely on Pedro Neto, or at least value his service. Why are we playing rubbish now? They've sussed us out. In one half-time team talk, they have completely sussed us out completely. I think we need subs, other than Barkley. Here is Ross Barkley. He's been tackled by Ruben Neves on the halfway line. Neto for Wolves. Neto to Willian Jose. To be fair, one thing I will say, Willian Jose has been a ghost still. Here's Adama Traore, central. Goes out wide here for Wolves. Chance for a cross maybe. They've gone back to Matinho. Matinho finds Johnny. Johnny goes out. Wow, that's a very poor pass from Johnny. It's actually hit the corner flag and gone. It's gone the left side, not the right side. So it'll be a throw into Villa rather than a goal kick. I'm wondering how Wolves missed a shot 20 inches. Fam, I mentioned that was an absolutely horrific miss. That is one of literally the worst misses I've ever seen in football. A yard out of goal, and he put it over. Absolute shocking. I was literally in my head thinking about how on earth I'm gonna bash the Villa defence for allowing Connor Cody to be free. Connor Cody should have scored. No one's gonna remember that. No one's gonna mention Connor Cody should have scored his header. A foul. John McGinn will be booked for that. A foul was given, and John McGinn in retaliation has smashed the ball away, so he'll probably get booked for that. Oh, no, it's not a foul. Sorry, a throw into Wolves was given. The ball has been adjudged to have gone out of play, and John McGinn retaliated. He hasn't been booked for it. McGinn with a... Oh, this... Okay, he's done it again, though. He's tackled Adama Traore and he's booted the ball away again. Again, no booking for John McGinn. I just think McGinn is very frustrated right now. He's got away with that. It is technically a yellow card if you kick the ball away. It's considered time wasting. I don't think he should really be doing that. I know he's a bit frustrated, but still, I don't think we're allowed to be frustrated. We should be a goal down here. We really should. You know, you say Konza hit the bar and so did Watkins, but they've deserved something from this Wolves. I don't know why. Or maybe the frustration is from the performance. Cross comes in. It's been flicked on to the far post. Is Neves. Back to Semedo on the right wing. He'll clip it in with an early ball. Emi Martinez comes off his line and holds the ball. Bowls it out quickly. Luiz with a heavy touch gives the ball away straight away. Oh, Willian Jose is fouled. Another free kick to Wolves. Villa are literally playing like Wolves did in the first half. This is absolutely appalling. Absolutely appalling. Emi Martinez tries his best to give Villa a quick counter-attack, but then Douglas Luiz takes the heaviest touch I've ever seen, which gives them the possession again, and then he tackles his man and concedes a free kick. Villa, 23 minutes to go. This is a good shooting position as well. When you got players like Neto, players like Matinho, players like Ruben Neves, you don't concede free kicks. Like, you don't concede a free kick, right, against James Ward-Prowse, do you? No, you don't. You don't want to invite the pressure. It's far out, don't get me wrong. It's about 35, 40 yards. Free kick will be taken short. Neves will put it over. Absolute missile from Neves. They tried a little training ground routine of Moutinho rolls it. It stops still by Neto and then struck goalwards by Ruben Neves. I don't really see how that helps someone shoot. I think I'd be more inclined to miss-hit it. Target tries a through ball towards Trezeguet. Ball's played back to Patricio. He has to clear it first time. Villa. Tyron Mings wins it very well. A foul is given for Aston Villa. Foul on Tyron Mings. I thought a free kick would be given the other way. Is Willian Jose against Tyron Mings. Free kick to Villa. First time we've actually had the ball, pretty much, in their half for the second half. Very poor from us. I'm getting very nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm just frustrated. I feel like they're definitely looking more likely to score. I've just not been impressed. I was really impressed in the first half, and it's all gone. Al Mohammadi cross for Aston Villa, looking for Tyrone Mings. He does win his header, but he doesn't really direct it to anyone in particular. It's eventually cleared to target on the halfway line for Villa. Goes back to Douglas Luiz, furthest man back for Aston Villa with the centre back still forward. Al Mohammadi, he smashes it down the right wing. It's a good pass actually to John McGinn. McGinn's touch is poor. Ball's played back to Patricio. He'll clear it again. I think Villa will retain the ball with Traore and Luiz together. Oh, they've lost it. That was very poor. We should have easily won it back. Another £2 donation from Dean. Here to be negative again. Just finished with Harry FC. Thanks for the £2 donation. I always look when you join my streams. You're always like the level-headed someone to bring Villa back to reality if things are looking too good. And I think maybe we need that sometimes. Not others, but sometimes I do. Especially this game. Corner to Aston Villa. First corner, or at least, no, maybe second corner of the second half of Villa. We've not had many chances to get players forward, but this is definitely one. Ross Barkley to take the corner for Villa. 70 minutes gone, 20 minutes to go. Still goalless at Villa Park. And Ross Barkley to take for Aston Villa. Tyrone Mings and Konza just getting into the box now. Konza complained at something then. He was talking with his... I think he was talking with John McGinn there. Ross Barkley to take for Villa. Header by Al Mohammadi at the near post. Just wide. Al Mohammadi always sneaks at that near post. I remember, I don't know if you guys actually do remember, but against Newcastle away last year, Al Mohammadi scored from the exact same position with a flick header. And he tried it again, but this time put it wide. It's true though, I told you like I did at Sheffield United after Watkins hit the post. I told you it'd be another one of those games. You didn't want to admit it. I always want to be optimistic because, you know, I feel like as a fan, you should give them at least the benefit of the doubt that they can go on and score goals. Even games where you're like 2-0 down, you can still come back in it. I don't know about this one though. Here's Neto for Wolves. Good opportunity actually. Villa a bit caught out. Neto has mishit his cross entirely. And it'll be a goal kick to Villa. I think we're seeing Wolves have a little bit less of their domination. A bit like Villa, where we had it for about 20 minutes. I think their time is slowly coming to a stop now. Well, at least it hopefully is. Definitely watching the Tottenham game. Needed the points today to lose next week, but never mind. We got Newcastle next and then Tottenham, I believe. Or I think so, yeah. I think we got Newcastle first. Target for Aston Villa. Smashes it long. Given away, but we won it back with Luiz. Barkley now for Villa. Back to Mings. I think Barkley's playing a little bit better. I think he does more as a sub than as a start. I do think, anyway. Al Mohammadi to Traore. I think Traore should come off in truth, but I don't think we have anyone to bring him off for. John McGinn wins a header, but Trezeguet doesn't really quite anticipate where the ball's going to end up, and eventually Wolves get the ball back. We're looking like a team in the bottom 5, the way we've been playing recently, and I don't know where all this has come from. You know, you look at the first half of the season where we were putting teams to the sword. The Palace game, which isn't even that, you know, too long ago, we battered them to pieces. Scored 3 wonderful goals, dominated. Long ball play to Trezeguet, he's gone down. And no foul has been given. Trezeguet has had every decision go against him today. I think he just kind of throws himself to the floor trying to get something, maybe. Yeah, Newcastle will probably... No, I can't see Newcastle winning. Alright, so... I got a little bit of stick for giving stick to Keenan Davis when he come on. And my whole point was when Davis gets subbed on, I don't feel like that. Oh yeah, Davis is gonna really do something, right? That's just how I feel. And he's coming on again, and I just never feel anything with Keenan Davis. Now, you want a team you can beat. Villa are right now, I think, the team that Newcastle can beat. If you can't beat Villa when we're playing kind of like this, then you're not going to beat Villa. It's that simple. Davis, I really hope you can offer something, but I'm just not impressed by when Davis comes on. Neves accidentally dribbles the ball out of play. It'll be a throw into Aston Villa. In the last 2 live streams, I've nearly live streamed for 4 hours, and I've seen 1 goal, and it was from a Sheffield United. It was by McGoldrick. Hasn't been a Villa goal. I've been sat on this chair for a very long time in the last few live streams that I've done, and it's been so poor. It's nearly, actually, because El Ghazi scored in the 5th minute against Leeds, so it's nearly been 6 hours since we scored. Chance for Adama as McGinn gave the ball away. Adama doesn't shoot, instead goes for a pass, and he's given the ball away. Adama Traore, I think, has been the worst player on the pitch. Trezeguet gives the ball away. He's becoming very close to being the 2nd worst player on the pitch. Martinez tries to flick it away from McGinn. Does very well, actually. Finds Neto. Edge of the box for Wolves on the right-hand side. Neto goes for a cross instead. Finds Johnny. Johnny against Al-Mohammadi. Almo with a silly foul. It's so silly, man. We're just inviting them. We are inviting them to attack us. Al-Mohammadi with the foul this time. I think it's a little, perhaps a little soft. I think he's definitely looking for it. Yeah, he's looking for that all day. Free kick to Wolves with 15 minutes to go. Still goalless. I feel the same, AJ. I hope you and me are wrong. And he puts 2 away. I feel like Keenan Davis needs a loan somewhere. I really do. I feel he needs to find his goal scoring form, possibly in the Championship. So I felt like he wasn't good enough for Villa when we played in the Championship. He didn't score many goals there. Free kick taken from Neves. Header up into the air by Douglas Luiz. Barkley gives the ball away. Shot might go in by Cody. It's put wide by Connor Cody. Connor Cody has missed a sitter again. Wait, has it been saved? If that's been saved, that's unbelievable. It was all by a miscontrol. It is! It's a great save! That is unbelievable from Emi Martinez. It was all from Barkley with a misplaced pass inside his own box. And the ball eventually fell to Connor Cody in front of goal. And Emi Martinez gets a fingertip to it. Martinez to take the corner. Header away from Ezri Konza. Again, it's given away by Trezeguet. He's really offering nothing now for Villa. Martinez, another cross from him towards Adama. Takes off his chest of Wolves. Goes now towards the left of Neves. He crosses it in towards Dendonka. And it's gone out for a goal kick. Emi Martinez giving me a heart attack. Diving for the ball there. And it's eventually gone out for a goal kick. I'm looking at this chance again. Barkley tries to find Watkins in his own box. That save from Emi Martinez is incredible. Cody's about 5 yards out. Again, it's just terrible misses for Wolves. Yeah, El Ghazi's injured. Davis is going to come on for Villa. He's been waiting for a while, actually. Trezeguet is going to come off. I don't mind that sub. You know what? I take back what I said. I'm more passionate now about Davis coming on because Trezeguet has offered nothing in this game. So I don't know who's going to go off for... Well, who's going to go where, really, because Davis isn't a winger. So unless he pushes Watkins out wide or we go 2 up front, I'm not sure what's going to happen. At the other end, Silva's going to come on for Wolves, coming on for Willian Jose. I'm not impressed with Jose. I feel like he's been a ghost. I don't feel like he's threatened us at all. If they're relying on him to score goals rather than Jimenez, I think they're going to be in for a very rough season. AJ, need to change the overlay top left. It says I have 2.7k subs. Do I have 2.8k now? Do I have more subs than what it says? Lol. Villa still yet to have a shot on target. Cross comes in. Header away from Tyrone Mings. Hey, Harry FC says we keep giving the ball away. Yeah, we do. We're 2.9. I've had a few followers recently. 2.9? The other day, hang on, I'm going to check that. What? I've had 200 followers in 2 days. This has to be checked. Oh, it is 2.9. What the hell? It is super. That's so weird. That is so weird. I've had a couple. Okay, apparently I have. All right, I'll I'll update that for sure. I didn't realise it was 2.9. Martinez has Martinez has been saving us for sure. Yeah, I agree. Bertrand Traore is down injured for Villa, which is a bit awkward because we don't have subs. But I don't know. I'm just saying. I had 2.7 the other day, so I have no idea what's going on. But you know, I'll take it. Let's make it 5K, guys. Super channel. I'm gonna try and do more actual videos rather than live streams. Videos get more subs than live streams. But yeah, I do like doing both for sure. It is quite fun and always has been. The Sky analysis are showing the Cody miss, and it's not as bad as the Saiz one underneath the crossbar, but bloody hell, it is bad. I can very quickly change the overlay in the space of like 5 minutes off stream. That's all I need to do. 10 minutes to go here, still goalless at Villa Park. It is looking like one of those games. Ironically, it does feel like the game at the Molineux. That also was 0-0, and it was a 93rd minute penalty that won Villa the game that day. And to be honest, trying to remember back, I think we played the same too. Ollie Watkins, I think, has drifted out to the left wing with Keenan Davis up front. A ball played towards Keenan Davis on the channel. Cody having to defend. He's actually played it back to Patricio. Patricio distributes the ball out towards Semedo. I think he's actually done quite poorly today, in truth. Traore goes... Yeah, Traore is back on his feet now, but another player going down. I think playing injured, because we just do not have the subs to come on. Here is Semedo for Wolves. Is Matinho. If I'm Nuno, I'd be impressed with the reaction to the second half, but it's not been perfect for Wolves. Neto has actually gone down injured now, holding his face. Target helps him up to his feet. I'm looking at it now. Oh, so Matt Target has accidentally gone in with his elbow. We kind of did something similar against Leeds. He just needs to watch where he puts his hand. What? Come on, he's barely touched him, man. Come on. The players go down under the softest things, man. His fingers went grazed against his nose, man. What a joke. Supporting the Villa is so bad for blood pressure. It is a rollercoaster supporting Villa, isn't it? It really is. Saiz for Wolves. Neves out wide towards Johnny. Goes back towards Ruben Neves. Adama. Now the substitute, Silva, has been forced backwards towards Saiz. He switches to play. Looks towards the right hand side. Target kind of misreads the ball, which allows Semedo to take the ball down under less pressure. Pedro Neto now looks for a cross towards Adama Traore. Header from... Good header, actually, away from El Mohammadi. And again, he's won it back, Elmo. And clears the ball long. Very good defensively from Aston Villa. Specifically from El Mohammadi. Under pressure from 3 Wolves players. That is good. I'll give him credit. I think... You know what? After all the hate I've given El Mohammadi... Right, the last 2 games, I think he's been our best player today. I really do. Jacob Ramsey's going to come on for Villa for Bertrand Traore. Really trying to see how we're going to play. We might be doing a diamond formation now or something narrow because the wide players have come off of Trezeguet and Trezeguet and Traore have come off with Barkley and Ramsey on. Maybe there'll be more like 2 attacking midfielders behind Watkins and Davis with Douglas Luiz and McGinn. But we'll have to wait and see. Luiz heads it forward towards Ramsey. Does win the header and the second ball. And McGinn gets it for Aston Villa. Tries to play a pass. It's intercepted. We win it back. Give it away. Win it back again with an interception. It's very scrappy, as you can quite guess. Ollie Watkins now on the left. Towards Ross Barkley. Barkley does very well to hold off Matinho. Barkley clips it towards Ramsey. He's found Ramsey. Ramsey's in the box. And an offside flag. A very late offside flag has gone up. And it will be a free kick to Wolves. Jacob Ramsey. Good. It was a good pick up from Barkley towards Ramsey. I didn't think he was going to be offside. The linesman thinks otherwise. I'd like to see that again. So I didn't think there was much in that. Yo, nice stream. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know if I'm going to say this wrong. I probably will, but Farhan talks football. I appreciate that. Traore, Grealish, Matty Cash, Wesley, Howes all add to the Villa list. Oh, to be a Villa fan. Yeah. Oh, and Sanson also went off and had to wrap his leg. So hopefully that's not going to be something serious as well. Don't forget that. Our injury list is just not nice right now. And I did say months ago, if we don't get players in to cover, we're going to struggle with depth, and it is unfortunately the case right now. 6 minutes ago, Semedo with a throw finds Matinho. He's forced backwards towards Connor Cody on the halfway line. Then Donker, has his pass intercepted. He's Aston Villa with Keenan Davis. Counter attack. Davis. He's been tackled and he's trying to win a throw in now. He's got away from one tackle and he's been, oh my days. So he's been, I think, fouled by Ruben Neves, and a free kick has gone the other way. Keenan Davis, man. Throw-in has been given instead rather than a foul to Wolves. I just don't really see what Keenan Davis was trying to do there. He took too long to try and play in Ollie Watkins down the channel, and then because he took too long, he couldn't quite decide what to do. Eventually he tried to win a throw-in, which didn't work, and eventually a throw-in was given. Jack Grealish looks pretty much asleep on the sideline. He's either on his phone, but his head's down. That might be a reaction or something, because he does look asleep from the angle. I don't want to see that. I know he's on his phone. He's not watching the game. I wouldn't be watching the game either, Jack. Trust me. If I wasn't doing this is shambles. Martinez to take the goal kick the free kick even for Aston Villa, as an offside was given on Silva. Martinez goes long towards Tyron Mings. Adama wins the header. Neves wins the second header. Lovely outside of the boot flick towards Silva, and Villa in trouble here. Loads of players coming forward. Silva has a chance to cross. He's been forced out to the wing. Great tackle from Ollie Watkins, having to defend. The striker of Aston Villa flew all the way. I think actually a foul has been given against him. But even if that is a foul, I don't care. That is great bit of defending. I'm just going to see this again. I didn't think a foul was going to be given. I think a foul was given actually not by Watkins. It was because Konza was pulling Silva. So it wasn't even Watkins. Watkins did the right thing. It is a free kick in a dangerous position as well. This is where I start to feel nervous and sick. This is a very dangerous free kick to put crosses in against players like Saiss, Dendoncker, Adama. Big physical players. He's caused us problems all game today. Neto to take for Wolves, and he's gone for goal. And it's a simple catch for Emi. That is a waste. That is a real waste of an opportunity. Neto very greedy for going for goal there. Al Mohammadi goes long towards Keenan Davis, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Massive waste of the ball there for Villa. 3 minutes to go, still goalless at Villa Park. Another last-minute goal for Wolves. Have you forgot the fact that the last time Villa played Wolves, we won the game in the 93rd minute? That is all I'm saying. Also, my 50-50 guest has become a ghost. He said he might join today, but he hasn't as of yet, so I don't think the guest will be joining. Shaking my head. Patricio's put the ball out of play for Wolves with a miss-hit pass towards Semedo. Watkins, quick throw into target. Surely we'll have one last chance for Villa before the end of this game. Watkins back to target. Early ball from Matt Target. It's headed away from Johnny. And Wolves keep the ball with Adama Traore. Maybe a counter-attack for them. Traore past the halfway line for Wolves. He's been... Okay, he didn't want to... I thought he was going to really run down the channel. I think he's either trying to pass his way through again. I really just think at this point in the game, just run at teams. He's got the pace. And eventually, it's been put out of play anyway. Wolves tried to play down the right, and a through ball slightly too long for Semedo. Villa get a throw in. Shadows, yeah. Shadows said it would be like a 50-50 if he would come on today. He said he'd try and make it to the stream, but he's just been a complete ghost. Shame, because I actually really wanted to see what he'd think about the game or how Wolves have been this season, because he's just been, other than talking about basketball, a complete ghost. Semedo towards Silva. Good header away from Tyrone Mings and very well taken by Ramsey back to Emi Martinez. With just under a minute to go, plus obviously the injury time, still goalless. What's up, Gamer Girls? We've given away again with Ross Barkley and Ramsey. It's just been the repeat of this game, really. A lot of it has been the repeat of this season. Quasar, speaking of ghosts, how you doing, big man? What's good? Again, Semedo doesn't quite receive the ball well, and Villa win it back. Ollie Watkins. I keep saying, surely there's one last opportunity. Watkins on the left wing has a chance to put a cross in. He's in the box, Ollie Watkins. Cross comes in, deflects off Cody. Corner to Aston Villa. 20 seconds to go. Until, obviously, the injury time is shown. I can't see much time being shown at all. How are you doing on Foot Champions? I don't play Foot Champions anymore. Ever since, actually, my Villa Weekend League, I've not really touched the game. Hopefully we can just get a point now. A point's better than anything. Tyrone Mings, I think, is a bit injured. Yeah, he's holding his leg, so he's not going to come up for the corner. He's going to stay on the halfway line for Villa. Yeah, he's holding his joint, just where his calf links into his lower thigh. Oh, he's actually going to go down with it. He didn't want to. 3 minutes of added time has been shown. He's really hurt his leg. That's another injury, potentially, to add to the list, Tyrone Mings. That's a nasty one. My ego is now... My ego's declined? What do you mean? FIFA ego, Villa ego, what? This is going to be another frustrating one. We've had Sanson potentially go off injured. Oh, I've just seen what the injury is for, actually. He climbed well with the header against Silva. I think he's landed funny. He's either landed funny or Silva's slightly gone into the back of him. Either way, he's looking hurt. And this will lead to even more added time here. My FIFA ego is very big. I just don't... Well, I don't enjoy the game as much as I did. That's all I'm going to say. We don't really have anyone to bring him on for. Or bring him off for, even. This is the issue now. We have so many injuries. Maybe... Wait, Courtney House is still injured? Isn't he? Yeah, so House is still injured. Cash is injured. We've got Bjorn Engels, we haven't seen for a very long time. I think we haven't seen Engels since the cup final against Manchester City. I think it was pretty much the last time he played. Injuries have really cut into Villa. Yeah. Big shame. Yeah, Tyrone Mings is going to go off. This is rough, man. This is really rough. Yeah, he's going to be subbed off, Tyrone. His leg's really hurt. Hopefully that's not going to be a big problem. Barkley to take the corner. Villa temporarily down to 10 men. Barkley to take for Aston Villa. Scramble in the box, only half cleared. Watkins, great save. Konza! Oh! Konza again with another big opportunity put wide. It was the initial shot was saved by Rui Patricio at his near post. It was nearly a late winner for Aston Villa. Ollie Watkins' shot. It was actually blocked on the line by Den Donker. And then Konza took an absolute wild slash of the ball from around the penalty spot and put it wide. And I'm looking at the replay of Jack Grealish, and Grealish is frustrated. He's got his head in his hands watching that. Get my boots clean. The shooting today from both teams has been diabolical. I think that was the last chance of Villa today. Davis doesn't win his header. Louise wins his. Saiz wins the second ball for Wolves. He smashes it clear. Tyrone Mings back on the field and back on to volley a ball away. Matinho tries to find Johnny. It will find Johnny. This might be the last attack of the game here. Konza sliding in. Great defensively from Aston Villa. There'll be a throw into Wolves. Konza's probably been our best player today. Konza and El Mohammadi, which says a lot if your defensive players are the best. Martinez, when called upon, has made some great crucial saves. You essentially had I did. Yes, I did. Newcastle could have had a chance then if all of them were injured. Yeah, it's injury FC against injury FC right now. is Moutinho. We are technically 40 seconds over the initial time, but Tyrone Mings had about over a minute down injured. Adama Traore against Al Mohammadi. He gets the cross in. It's a dangerous one towards Neto. It's a half cleared by Target. And I think a foul against Target has been given. Emi Martinez actually kisses the top of Target's head there, because that will relieve the danger. I'm just watching this back to see what this was given for. Yeah, this was given for a foul. Neves through the back of Target. And now Target and Neto are having a bit of a disagreement, I think. Mings, Cash, Grealish, El Ghazi, Howes, Wesley, Traore, all injured. Yeah, some of them shouldn't be too long. This probably will be the last kick of the game. Because we're a minute 30 over, which is pretty much how long Tyrone Mings was injured for. Taken from Martinez. Referee still doesn't whistle. Watkins wins his header. Keenan Davis takes it down. Back to Watkins. Barkley. Maybe one last chance. Barkley backheels it to Davis. He will keep it in. Oh, he did keep it in play, but it was a tackle from Sayis to stop any cross coming in. Target with an interception. Back to Watkins. To Davis. Again, Davis has lost the ball. And the referee is going to whistle for full time. There it is. It is 0-0 at Villa Park. Back-to-back games of Aston Villa not scoring. The camera panned to Emi Martinez looking a little bit frustrated. The Wolves players are... I think this result is going to frustrate both teams. Sayis looked absolutely dejected when he missed his sitter, and the camera again panned to him looking, sitting on the floor, looking all disappointed. This is, a wasted opportunity for both teams. Wolves needed a win to get out of this horrific, like stale period they're in, and Aston Villa, with the defensive injuries, really need a result going into the Newcastle game and the Tottenham game. But once again, just a little bit flat into the game. We started so well in this game. Maybe we used a lot of our stamina, a lot of our momentum just seemed to just vanish towards the second half. Wolves they seem to just read everything that we did, and we play like that. We're not making Europe, guys. I think we have to be a little bit realistic now. I just can't see Europe being a possibility because we haven't won games like this. I'm gonna go to my after game analysis page. Oh, this is where shadows are supposed to be. Oops, never mind. Shadows, you fraud. So we have drawn the game 0-0 with Wolves. Guys, let me know in the chat. What do you think? What do you think of the game? If any of you watched it alongside me, how do you think it went? We deserve more from the first half and deserve less from the second. I think a draw is fair. We had chances. Watkins hit the crossbar. Konza hit the crossbar. Watkins again had a chance where he passed rather than shoot, and he would have scored. I need a world-class Mason Mount. He would be good at Villa, to be fair. Grealish been caught on TV watching his phone, head right down, wonder what game he was watching, even knows. We are typical Villa. I don't know, man. I wonder if he had a text message come through saying, get off your phone. The camera keeps panning onto you. Watkins is just in a club of bad luck. The fact that he hit the crossbar against Sheffield United and he hit the crossbar against Wolves today really does just quite show how rough it has been, really. Moving on, we have Newcastle United next. We got a little bit of respite. So we played 2 games in the space of 3 days, which it's not the best, really. We're having to catch up. We've got Newcastle in 6 days, which has already been planned and prepared. I've already made the stream, so the link is up. Newcastle away, so we're going to head into that game without a goal in 2 games. And we haven't scored, by the way, in nearly 270 minutes of football because El Ghazi scored in the 5th minute. So it's just been quite a long time without scoring. It's only our 4th draw of the season. We are up to 40 points though, so that will completely settle once and for all that we're definitely not in a relegation battle. But it will mean we are 6 points off 5th and 7 points off the Champions League spot. We've allowed teams like Chelsea, West Ham, Everton to kind of move away from us, and we've become more of the middle pack of Arsenal and Leeds. Something I just, like we're even below Tottenham now. How bad is it when you're below Tottenham and Tottenham having a horrible season? We're above Arsenal though. If you want to take any credit, we are above Arsenal with a game in hand. So yeah, at least, like I said, at least we guarantee Premier League. And all I wanted was anywhere between 8th and 12th, and I'll be happy. And we're 9th. It is what it is. I'll take it all day. Newcastle 1, Villa 3. After that, I can't see us doing that. I'm gonna check specifically in our games, right? Of every game we played since Burnley, and the goals that we've scored, it is kind of horrific. Alright, so Burnley, we got 2 goals. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games ago. We beat Southampton 1-0. Lost 3-1 to West Ham. Beat Arsenal 1-0. Drew 0-0 at Brighton. Lost 2-1 to Leicester. Won 1-0 against Leeds. Lost 1-0 to Sheffield United. And we drew 0-0 today. So literally only scoring 1 goal in every game. 1 or less. That's not good enough. Because prior to that, we beat Newcastle 2-0. Newcastle is the last team that we beat. Ironically, we got them next. It's the last team we beat by more than 1 goal. You know what? A 0-0 against Newcastle is probably very likely. I'm not going to be confident. I don't think any Newcastle fan will be confident going into the game. But they drew Wolves and we couldn't beat them, realistically. Watkins' luck has to break eventually. Probably not with Villa being, but with anything Villa 1, Newcastle 0. I think we're lucky that Newcastle are a poor side. If we do beat them, that is. Because that is a big if. If we do win, it'll be because they're bad, not that we're good. And that will be my 2 cents. And then after that, we got Tottenham. Tottenham are going to play us off the park. Jose Mourinho masterclass inbound. Fulham will scrap and probably beat us at Villa, if I'm going to be realistic. Liverpool will look for revenge against us and probably get their form back. And then we got Man City. So we've got some horrific games. We got Tottenham, Liverpool and Man City in our next 5. We desperately need to beat Newcastle in order to keep any pressure on any team. But it won't happen. That was the worst miss of the season for Saiz, for sure. 100%. That was horrific from Saiz. We're very lucky we haven't lost that today. We mentioned the chances we've had, but we are very lucky we haven't lost. Watkins to score against Newcastle. Newcastle should have beat Wolves. Well, if you should have beat Wolves, and Wolves, possibly could have beat Villa today, it's not looking good for us. Imagine having... I do not want Chelsea on the last game at Villa Park as well. It's not going to go well. Another clean... And here's another clean sheet. The positives from today. Another clean sheet for Emi Martinez. In a season that has been, fairly positive. We've had a few downs. We've had a few ups. But it is another clean sheet. Emi Martinez, I still believe, is second on the clean sheet list to Edison at Manchester City. So yeah, we'll take positives. There's not many you can take. I'm a Palace fan myself, but a team like Villa are a great team. A lot of respect for them. Yeah, ironically, Palace were the last team that we comfortably beat, other than Newcastle as well. I love Van Aanholt. I think he's a great player. I love, obviously, Wilfried Zaha. And I respect Palace for keeping hold of Zaha rather than selling him. Because he's a good player. Jordan Ayew as well. He used to be decent at Villa. I am going to end it here. Thank you guys for all the support. I am going to do a video in between now and Newcastle. So yeah, because I want to do more videos because it is something that is quite fun. I appreciate the donations. We've had if I can count, I think we've had £13 of donations today, which is very nice and very sweet. Cheers, mate. Enjoy the rest of your night. And you, the Kenyan one. What do you think of Tuchel? Before I go, I'll ask any few questions if you guys want to give me a couple, and I'll do them and leave. I think he has really changed Chelsea for the best. it's kind of ended the debate of was Lampard good or not. I really do think it's showing how bad Lampard really was, realistically. I know it's something that maybe Chelsea fans don't want to hear, but I think it really does show quite how poor Lampard was tactically for Chelsea. Thanks, God bless, lads. Big up, Pat Max. Martin says 2 more clean sheets than Mendy. That won't happen towards the end of the season, trust me. You're getting clean sheets left, right, and centre. Tuchel is a huge chance for Chelsea in a positive way. If he improves and buys good players, he could challenge the title next year. Genuinely, I've been very impressed with what I've seen. The game was awful. Yeah, I agree, Patrick. What do you think? Who do you think should replace Roy Hodgson? I think Roy should leave. I think he should resign because I feel like they're going nowhere and nowhere fast. In terms of a managerial replacement, Eddie Howe. You know, I name me another manager. I think right now, Eddie Howe, I think would really take Palace forward. And that's just off the top of my head. I'm sure there's even a better managerial replacement, but I think he would really help push Palace. Because you know you're quite an established Premier League team now. Do you know what to do for me? No idea. Give a prediction for Newcastle. My prediction may change between now and then. I think it's gonna be another 0-0, genuinely, and I think it will really just emphasise like how much the season has stagnated. Steve Cooper to replace Roy, that's another thing I've heard. I just think anything is better than Roy right now. Maybe I'm too harsh on the old lad, but yeah. Read the comment again. Oh, and what's going to happen again? Oh, yeah, so I'm saying 0-0, but we could lose 2-0, I think. I want to be positive and say we'll win 1-0 and it'll be a 0-0, but I feel it's more like I think we're going to draw 0-0 and lose. And I'll end on the Palace question. And I'm not doing the Man City Villa prediction. I'm not doing that. I think 1-0. I think Palace will get a late equaliser. And that'll be it for the stream. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure even to like the channel. Subscribe if you are new. It does mean a lot to me. And go follow me on Twitch, which I'm going to link in the chat right now. It's a shame I don't have it open because it's even harder to do. There's about 26 likes, which is very nice. Thank you, guys. So if you haven't already, if you go support me on Twitch, I do stream a lot there. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to be live. I'll be live for Newcastle. I'm going to do a video in between. I'll see you all then. See you in a bit.